guys, before we even start the show properly, should we just, before we even play the bingo intro, can we just enjoy like Phil getting shat on by side scores? Like there's like some pre-bingo stuff happening right now, but side scores are fucking responding to Phil's fucking strange tweet about him. So even before the intro fucking begins, we'll have some sort of fucking pre-show, and then we'll fucking get into the bingo side of things. But I don't know, should I just play a fucking normal intro? I don't know. Because this is fucking gold dust right fucking here.
Talk about this. So let's talk about this. We have this was brought up, and you were talking about how you were surprised that you weren't blocked by DSP, right? And this was kind of this kind of started with you, Blabs, right?
Me?
Yeah, didn't you say you were somebody said they weren't, like, they're surprised they weren't blocked or something? I don't even know.
Oh, that was Adam.
Okay, so he came out and he said, well, I don't sit there seeking out accounts to block. If someone spams me with stuff that ends up filling my feed with stuff from haters, from my haters, I block them. Been that way since the day I signed up. I only use this for business purposes, so I can't have my feed clogged up with BS. And you responded with this: for the record, I legit tried to offer you advice and interview you fairly. And Phil says, the interview was fair. I said it afterwards and ever since, although that's apparently not the case. I don't even know. What wasn't was the shitfest you did the next day for profit when I wasn't there to defend myself. Insanely unprofessional because you saw money and couldn't resist instead of having me on again. Pussy shit for hater bucks. Which, once again, I'd like to thank Hose for his $1.99 hater bucks. Thank you very much, Hose. Appreciate that. And I just simply said, hey, let's hash it out. We can do it live on your channel, so you can make all those hater bucks. And I stand by that. And I've said that I've said that multiple times. But I guess this just happened, and you responded. You quoted what he was saying about the interview being fair. You said, I gave my honest opinion on the interviews. Everything I said, well, I'll tell you, I'll let you read this in your voice. Why am I reading this? Look, I know you. Look, just roll with it.
I'll read it. It's fine. I gave my honest opinion on the interview. Everything I said, I would have said to your face. In fact, I pretty much did during the interview. The only difference was I was talking about the interview. I left. I didn't get to talk to Craig. I didn't talk to the rest of the crew about the interview. We were reading the super chats from the day before. A lot of the shit drudged a bunch of the stuff up. You're just upset because it didn't paint you in a good light, which is why he said he came on the show. I'm here to answer all the questions and debunk all this bullshit, to prove for once and all that my haters are wrong, the detractors are wrong. Let's get it all out in the open. That's what you said. That's what he said. That's what DSP said. That was the whole point. So it didn't make him look good. People were like, holy shit, that interview. I didn't know what was going to happen. Like, I had no idea. So then I said, well, let me ask you something. If you didn't make any money, would you still do your show? Isn't that kind of the point? Like, that's why people do YouTube. Like, sure, yeah. If you don't love it, why are you doing it? Yeah, you should learn to love your job. Like, I'm not saying that it's just money. And he responds, yet you didn't say it to my face. Yes, I did, DSP. And Craig tried to offer some way to us to be able to communicate again. And you bailed on it because it was easier to just make everyone assume that you're the victim there. Anyway, so we gave you a chance to rebuttal. Your words mean nothing. I don't give a fuck if you care about my words. I was on YouTube for 2.5 years before monetization of gameplay and would continue to stream if I won the lotto. Unmonetized because I love it.
You like attention.
Good for you. Good for you. You, however, are a greedy pussy who bullies for cash. Oh my God, DSP, I have yet to bully you. Sir, dude. I don't even like Travis calling you a pig because I've never done that. I've never actually attacked you. I actually tried to help you and offer you advice that would actually help propel you. Same with what Keem was trying to do. He was trying to give you a fucking alley-oop to a level 2 because you're stuck on level 1. And you're calling me a greedy pussy? Like, if I was a greedy pussy, I would probably still be licking Tim Pool's boot for money. I didn't want the money. I didn't give a fuck about the money. I would rather struggle on my own and be happy in life than have a guaranteed existence. Like, sure, that's easy, but fuck that shit. Like, you don't know me at all. And it's clear to me here. I'm not going to respond to this because that's for lack of better words, some pussy shit. So that's all I have to say about that.
I think it's just fascinating to hear a guy who it's almost like calling the pot calling the kettle black, right? Like looking at it can't hold up a mirror. And to say that you were critical of him, once again, it goes back to the interview of I think the only thing that we did was present facts, present data, right? And all that was fair up until the next day. What the fuck do you expect us to do the next day? We're going to talk about this 5-hour interview that blew up the internet. What the fuck do you expect us to do? Right.
And everyone was asking us about it.
Right.
Everyone was super chat. Like, how dare how dare you chat? How dare you super chat us about that? How dare you ask us questions about this huge 5-hour-long interview that we did with this fucking jackass? How dare they? How dare they support us? Oh, the fucking nerve. We should have just not accepted their money, Craig.
The idea of you can't hold on, Trav. Hold on. The idea that you could have your head so far up your ass that you cannot you say, hey, you're not allowed to talk about me if I'm not there. What the fuck is that about? Like, once again, we can't talk about. We can't.
I believe that's delusions of grandeur.
There
You
it
mean
is.
Grandeur. Illusions of grandeur.
By the way, the night before, after the 5-hour stream, he went live and talked about it. So
Exactly.
it's okay.
I'm pissed.
Him to go live and talk about it with his audience, but we can't the next day talk about it with ours. Maybe he shouldn't have went live and talked about it with his audience, and he should have emailed us or called us or whatever to invite us on his show to talk about it.
Didn't even reach out once. Didn't even say he was going to talk about us or me. And every other time that he's brought us up, hasn't emailed once. How inconsiderate can you possibly be? Making money off that every single day, every time you bring me up and bring my name up and I just disregard it, right? You haven't reached out once, Phil. Man, that's some pussy bully shit right there, isn't it?
Like I said this morning, he has only child syndrome, and this is not an insult to all only children because they don't all do this. The ones that were raised right don't do this. But the ones that weren't raised right think the world is all about them. Their mom does their hair until they're 26, like DSP, stuff like that. They think the world, we're all there for him. We're all here for you, Phil. That's it. We were there to facilitate you. No, that's not how it works. We're all individuals. We all have our own things, our own wants. We're not all here to service Phil all day long.
Let me say this. Phil, if you fucking talk about this on your level 1 podcast without reaching out to me personally and sending me an email, because that's the only way you communicate, you're a giant fucking hypocrite. And if a single word comes out of your mouth talking about this right here without us being on your show, go fuck right off. I'm tired of this shit.
And by the way, mentioning the email stuff, when Keem called you about $50,000, you were busy. You couldn't stop and pause the stream to go answer. But when you needed to email Craig to verify your information, see if the email was safe and how soon he'd check it, he needed to do it fucking immediately. Drop his kids, drop his work, and answer that fucking email immediately for DSP. But Keemstar, fuck him.
I just want to say something. Hello, DSP chat. Subscribe to Dan Vask.
Head on over there. Go subscribe to Dan. Check out his new gameplay channel. Go subscribe to Dan Vask's gameplay channel. Hey,
That's a nice
let me say this.
from
Let me
Dan,
say
what's
this.
his face?
The offer is there. I will gladly go on his channel. I will gladly. He can air out whatever grievance he has with me. I don't know if Adam has any issue, but it doesn't matter. You
I
can
have
talk to me.
zero interest.
Cool. Don't do it. You can talk to me. You can yell at me all you want. You can make all your fucking money you want, right? But it's not about money, is it? Is it? Then why are you so fucking upset about us making any money doing our job?
I'll do it. I'll do it for money.
I'll do it. I'd love to
man,
talk
every
to Phil.
time someone tries to shame people for making money, I know that that person is a retard, because that is a very fundamental flawed shaming tactic, because everybody needs to make money.
Unless you're, want to be communist.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That is socialist bullshit.
Before you actually learn about actual communism.
Yeah, but that is socialist bullshit. That
I agree.
Trying to shame making money, trying to shame that is socialist bullshit.
I think
That's
that
what
might
it
be
is.
the end of
No,
the DSP segment.
he wasn't mad about the money. He was mad. He thought
Yes,
it
he
was $20,000 is what he was mad about. He was mad it was so much money when it wasn't. It was $2,000. And then he thought the next day they were all new chats. So he thought that was all new money. No, that was the money from the prior day, dumbass.
Some of them are new next day as well. But
You know
most
what,
of them are
you
old.
pig fucker? Keep talking about us. Keep talking about us, because every fucking time your audience comes over, everybody who hates you comes over. They want to see what we have to say. So keep talking about us.
true.
Welcome on in. Hey, guess what? We'll take those hater bucks.
Babs.
Fucking send them on in. Support side scrollers. Go to patreon.com/side scrollers
I won't go that
and
far.
monetize the hate, you motherfucker. God, I'm tired of this shit. I'm
Jesus,
so tired of this shit.
You know
Oh
he's
my
going
God.
to react to this live, right? That's
No, he
why I
can't.
addressed
Until
He
he,
can't.
That's why I
can't.
addressed
until he
his
reaches
chat.
out to me. Until he
DSP
reaches
chat.
out to me.
Not just
DSP
you,
chat.
Craig.
Hello. How are
He
you guys
has
He's
doing?
gotta say hi. He has to get our permission. for
All
all
of us.
ours.
Oh,
He has to reach out to all of us.
Jesus,
'cause we're
man.
all on here.
It still goes
Hey man,
on.
you didn't block me on Twitter. Let's be friends.
Fucking
Subscribe
hell,
to
man.
Denvas.
Go subscribe to Dan. Don't be a stalker, though.
You don't stalk him, because then he'll just yell at me instead.
Imagine being
Dan,
stalked by
I believe you
DSP
got
fans.
a message. Someone just sent you a message on Twitter.
Right, I think that might be the end of it. Unless,
Yeah,
unless it's a
I saw
DSP
that
related
too.
somehow.
Check your
Just want to let you know.
What?
your Twitter DMs.
Just tweet it. Just, not,
Hold
not,
on.
not DM. It's just straight up public. It needs to be said.
Don't tell me Phil
Dan,
actually did
Dan, you're looking great
Huh?
today.
Thank you. There's nothing in my DMs.
It's not in your
Huh?
DMs. It's
Check
just-
your notifications.
Is it DanVask 2? Or
Yes.
did you get DanVask 1 back?
No, I still haven't.
Oh, it's
Is that the end of the
DanVask
DSP
1.
segment?
Shit.
No, it's Denvas 2.
I know, I
Is
sent
that
it
the
to
end of them
Dan
talking about
Vest. I
DSP?
meant
'Cause
someone
I'm not
sent it to
actually live.
Dan- I
properly.
don't know who it
I was
was.
behind by
Adam
2
doesn't
minutes.
know what day it is anymore. There's too many
Oh,
Dan
8
Bass
minutes.
Twitter accounts.
All right.
Oh my god. Extra 0.
Don't look at those yet. Skip.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, don't do that.
All right.
Bad Dan. Let's play the water
show me.
bottle.
Just show me here. What is it?
Bad Dan.
What is it? Come
What
on.
do you guys want me to see? Just show me here.
I'll do it. Here, Dan.
What is it? This is not DSP
Dan.
related.
All I did was I just tweeted at you. I told you looked really nice today.
Is that all? For
That's
fuck's
all.
sake, who cares?
I'll just let you know.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, so that's the end of that. Okay, cool. Right, we're done with that. So, in case you're wondering what's going on, well, first of all, Phil's, on his streams, it streams live, 490 people. I'm not even fucking prepared yet. I'm not set up. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to play the intro for you guys. And while I'm playing the intro, I'm going to get everything properly set up. As you can see, there's nothing really prepared. So, yeah, enjoy the intro, and I'll be right back, I guess. With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, preparing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 19 minutes are Phil to Phil, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and show. The stream's online and straight away begins to whine, but always fine as long as Shad's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran straight to feeling so insecure. The money earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. If supports are also so as taste low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo.
Bingo! Once it took across the board, we charged to what because this code can be ignored. Just how much DSP makes us feel so bored to help us fight our sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch on why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals a slow machine. It's not in burp and leaning ban. It matters not if actually fun. As child can't see it powers making feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before lunching into a bike pretending they're for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of college cat and fatty life and all his strife while forgetting that it's done well and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't act that is a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. Teaches nearly over it and awareness in sight with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not white. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again. It's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Right, that was a rush, but here we go. Welcome to DSP Gaming. Yeah, hope you're all doing well. Today is Wednesday, the 16th of August, 2023. So, we're getting into the bingo now properly. I just thought I'd go live kind of quickly there and show you the start of Side Scrollers cooking Phil. It all stemmed from, you know, this nonsense here. Like, by the way, I think it was Kyle Denson sent me a message on Twitter saying the Side Scrollers are cooking Phil right now. So, this all stemmed from, so a tweet from Phil talking about hold on, let's see. Here we go. So Phil tweeted the other night there, I don't sit here seeking out accounts to block. If someone spams me with stuff that ends up filling my feed with stuff from my haters, I block them. Blah blah blah. I've been that way since the day I signed up. Only use it for business purposes, so I can't have my feed called it a BS. Adam Krigler of Side Scrollers fame has responded, for the record, I legit try to offer you advice and interview you fairly. And Phil responded to that was saying the interview was fair, as I've said afterward and ever since. What wasn't was a shit fest you did the next day for profit when I wasn't there to defend myself. Insanely unprofessional because you saw money and couldn't resist instead of having me on again. Pussy shit for hater bucks. I responded to this originally with this clip here. Phil, 9 days ago now, on the 7th of August, during his GTA playthrough, said this.
You know, take a look at guys like Side Scroll. My interview, which was totally negative.
My interview, which was totally negative. Phil has not always claimed that an interview is fucking fair. He has fucking gone back and forth and flip-flopped his way for fucking saying that either it was fucking fair or that an interview is totally fucking negative and there was some sort of ambush, not shit. So Phil has been inconsistent with his fucking narrative, just depending on how he's fucking feeling that particular day. So yeah, it's fucking bizarre. And obviously there's fucking more back and forth between Adam Krigler and Phil and everything else. And you can fucking see it here, you know, like, where did it happen? I gave my honest opinion in an interview. Everything I said, I would have said to your face. You're just upset because I didn't paint you in a good light. Let me ask you something. If you didn't make any money now, would you still do your show? It's kind of the point. No. So, and Phil responded to that, says, yes, I would still do the fucking show because I'm not obsessed with money. Even if he won a lottery, he would still do the fucking, the fucking streams, not shit. It's just ridiculous. So, Side Scrollers saw fit to have a go, and Phil's fucking going live now. It's early. He's ready to go. Let's go. Okay. Did he have some intro?
Yeah,
No, he didn't. Okay.
money, oh, money,
Jesus, man.
yeah, money.
Everything's cut off cut today. Thank you very much to Cody Taylor for super chat. It says, so happy DSP doesn't use hateful slurs anymore. Well, we're definitely building up some sweet up just war, and I'm actually going to set it to 1.25 right now after the fucking get-go. So, hold on a second. Let me think. Let's just get straight into setting up the bingo. And, let's just spin the wheel and determine the criteria, shall we? And by the way, the centre square today is going to be Side Scrollers. I hope people are okay with that. Do people think Phil's going to mention it? Will Phil mention Side Scrollers at all? I can change the centre square if people want me to. If people are not happy with me having Side Scrollers as a centre square, I can change it because that's the current centre square right now. But this is the last chance that people have. If they want to change it, I will change it. But if you guys are happy with Side Scrollers being a centre square, and assuming that Phil's going to mention and talk about it in some capacity, then I'll keep it going. Yeah, Brian's wondering how that went last time. I mean, I don't know. See, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I can change it if you want me to. Some of you are saying yes, and some of you are kind of unsure. You know, I agree with compliment says keep it more fun to have a risk. That's a fair point, I guess. You know what is life without some risk? Is makes it more fun. So the wheel is fun, and it said family. Basically, Phil discussing family in some capacity. So I need a number between 1 and 200. The very first number in chat I see will be the one I use with today's bingo antics. No criteria, just the first number I see. Rel with the first number 73. The first number I saw in chat was Rel posting 73, so I'm going to go with a 73rd bingo card. Quite a unique number, really. Well, I guess technically all numbers are unique, but you get what I'm fucking saying. I'm not used to fucking seeing 73 flash on the fucking screen. Usually it's pure fucking posting 69 or whatever, so there we go. So yeah, the card on the right hand side is the one we have for today's bingo antics. So you got Phil saying, people saying, him taking a drink, him saying, oh, him repeating the same point constantly, and him being all clown mode. Then you got Phil saying, you know what I mean, comment, reality, positive, and him giving a thumbs up to the camera. The third row is Phil saying honest, him smacking his lips, him mentioning side scrollers, him doing scat talk, and him getting a good old turbo nose where he goes, no. The fourth row is Phil saying, you see, interactive, him discussing his family, him doing siege mode, which is where he fucking crosses and folds his arms where he talks to the camera, and him saying shocked. And the fifth and final row is Phil saying no exaggeration, goal, excited, absolutely, and percent. That is today's card. Hopefully it'll fucking deliver us a full house bingo. It'll be fucking good to get it. I have a feeling that Phil's going to get wind of what's been going on with side scrollers and what they said and all that shit, and he will be a little bit pissy as his fucking podcast goes on. There is no way he will not keep an eye on his fucking mod Discord on his phone during the fucking show and seeing what people are talking about. So yeah, I think it's going to fucking be a good bingo, put it that way. I've got a good feeling that Phil is going to lose his tiny little mind. So we have of course we have offers on standby. Somewhere. Where the fuck are you, little bastards? There they are. Well timed. That's so fucking cute. So we have orders on standby. So I'm not even fucking prepared the bingo card properly because I haven't reset everything. So I need to reset the snort counter. I need to reset the fucking burp counter. Give me a second here just to do that. I mean, I've got everything else prepared. That's Phil's chat right now. It's live, and I've got fucking the fucking stream ready to go as well. But yeah, let me just quickly rattle through the rules of Bingo Not Jazz for people that might be new to the streams. People are new to the bingo streams, first of all. Welcome to DSP Bingo. I'm King Jad. This is where we fucking do a bingo game to endure Phil's nonsense podcast and his ramblings. And we fucking play a game of bingo to fucking include all his, mannerisms and speaking habits, not to try and get a full house. We're trying to get 25 out of 25 on the card, and if we do get 25 out of 25, one of you guys can potentially win a prize. But to fucking make sure you're eligible to win the prize, you've got to leave a comment on a community post which is linked in the description of his livestream. There's a variety of ways for us to get free spaces for the bingo card. For example, if Phil snorts 20 times or burps 10 times before he starts recording for gameplay for YouTube, that's a free space. If he blows bubbles, if he gets 100 likes, he does a bubble for his audience, that's a free space as well.
Money.
Now just wait for the...
Money. Yeah. Money.
I don't want to talk over animation, sorry. But thank you very much to Rayaz Knack for subscribing to the channel. Much appreciated. I was terrified of trying to say a name because it's a weird name, to me anyway. But Rayaz Knack, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Okay, so if Phil blows bubbles for his audience for getting 100 likes, that will give us a free space as well, but he has to do it before he starts recording for gameplay for YouTube. If we get 100 likes before I finish playing Bingo, not only is that also going to give us a free space, but you guys get to also enjoy the bubbles animation that Pixar Animations kindly has made for us all to enjoy and celebrate getting 100 likes for. So a variety of ways for us to get free spaces. One of those ways you guys are in direct control of. I think let's just not waste any more time. Phil's actually started a bit earlier than usual. And I have a feeling he is going to learn about the fucking smackdown he received from side scrollers as the podcast goes on. So let's not fucking waste any more time. Let's crack on with it. I think we're ready to rock and roll. Good luck, everyone. And don't forget, DSP is a bitch.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the show. How are you all today? This is the Level 1 Podcast. Today is Wednesday, the 16th of August, 2023. That is right. I'm still here. I'm still streaming. This week continues on. This is one of the longest streaming weeks I've ever done. 8 straight days of streaming, and today is day 7. We still got another one after today. How is everyone? I hope that you're enjoying the week. I hope that I find you well. And if not, well, hopefully we can cheer you up today with some Jasper Kitty action joining us here in the office for the show. Let's give him a shoulder massage. Here you go. A kitty massage. Here you go. Jasper Kitty, what are you up to today, buddy? Do you want to talk to the audience? Would you like to say something for once?
Nope.
What is on your mind? We want to know what are the hot topics of cats.
Shut up,
What is the
bitch.
feline persuasion today? Let's hear it. Ready? Tell us.
My
Jasper,
biggest
stop
fans
eating
are
my leg and
idiots.
tell us what's on your mind besides making biscuits. He laid on my lap. No, Jasper, you can't lay on my lap when I'm doing the podcast. You're a nut. All right, come on, let's get down. I know, I love the collar too. It's cute, right? Swaggonito says, I love his collar. It's a nice collar. All right, so everyone, welcome to the show. So, with an 8-day streaming week, it was bound to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, today, I barely have anything to talk about on the show. Really. Like, we've exhausted most topics. We have a few...
I have a fucking topic or two in mind that you can fucking bring up, Phil. Your name is being fucking roasted like, hey, I'm surprised your ears aren't fucking burning right now, Phil. Is this going to be some sort of fucking, like, you know, podcast length size Q&A session? Jesus, man, hold on. Let me rewind that just to make sure I didn't miss anything in the card.
With an 8-day streaming week, it was bound to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, today, I barely have anything to talk about on the show. Really. Like, we've exhausted most topics. We have a few things we'll retread. For example, let's talk about the MK1 beta again this weekend. We've got a very minor update when it comes to Starfield. With now, people know when you can preload the game. Outside of that, there's just not a heck of a lot going on. Did you really think for 8 straight days we were going to have stuff to talk about on a gaming podcast? No. So, what we'll do is we'll cover the basics. And we're going to have a lot of just chill today. We're just going to lean back. Look, nice blue theme as we lean back and chill. Chill in the blue. With a nice Zelda Chrono Trigger theme. Just going to relax. We're not going to stress out. We're not going to be, oh no. We're going to have a good time. We'll probably do a lot of Q&A. And, you know, if the podcast ends up running quick, like ending early, that's fine. We'll get some extra gameplay of GTA 5 in today. I'm totally okay with that. I'm sure you guys would be too. So we'll see what happens today, all right? But anyway, welcome to the show. And it is the middle of a crazy heat wave here in Washington State. We are 90 plus degrees outside for 4 days straight. We already had an unprecedented number of days this warm this summer. So on record, this is the hottest summer long term that we've ever had. We have had a summer where it was 111 degrees one day, but that was the record highest, but we didn't have as many hot days. This summer has been the overall hottest we've ever had. Like right now, my air conditioner is on high max blast. My fan is on max blast. The air conditioner across the hallway is on max blast. The air conditioner in the bedroom is on max blast. In all of our bathrooms, we have all, you know, we have the fans that are supposed to like vent the bathroom. I have all of those on max, you know, suck. So basically what I'm trying to do is create a wind tunnel through the house to push cold air through the house to keep the house cool. It's tough keeping the downstairs cool during days like today because we don't have an air conditioner downstairs. We can't. We have nowhere we can install one. We have no openable windows on the first floor. We have what are called bay windows, which are there to always bring in light, but you can't open them. So we have no actual way to install an air conditioning unit downstairs. And because of that, we rely on air conditioning upstairs only and having to try to push that cold air downstairs. So that's, you know, that's the deal. It's like, whew. Now, it's today and tomorrow. Supposedly Friday, on my day off, it's supposed to cool down. It's supposed to go down to the 70s. So a 20-degree differential by Friday, which will be amazing. I mean, yes, we'll love that. That'll be like a reprieve for us. So that's why today you might hear a lot of loud-ass, you know, blasting noises here, wind, and, you know, that's the atmospheric sound of everything being on, and there's nothing I can do about that. We got to do that to try to stay cool. That's why I colored it so nice blue today. I was like, gee, maybe mental thoughts of blue cool, right? Will keep us cool today on the show. Anyway, so I hope you're all having a good week. Yesterday was a great streaming day. To recap a little bit, yesterday I played Street Fighter 6 ranked, and we played with Honda, and great strides, great progress. To give you some perspective here, when I played with Honda on the Xbox last time, which is the last time I played with him in ranked, he had been ranked at 1-star diamond, and it took us both the daytime stream and the night stream, and we got him to 3-star diamond. Yesterday, we only played 3 hours, so probably, arguably, 1 to 2 hours less than we did on Xbox, and he's like 4 wins away from 3-star diamond. So we did really, really well yesterday with Honda. It was good ass kickings, all right? In fact, let me check. I'm pretty sure that I have my stats updated here. Jasper, would you stop rubbing my foot with your face? He's rubbing my foot against his face. He's being ridiculous. Let's see here. Yes. So yesterday, with E-Honda in ranked Street Fighter 6, I had 56 wins and 29 losses for a 67% win-loss ratio. That is obviously really, really good, right? Yeah, in fact, that's the second best. The best I had was when I went from Diamond 2-star to 3-star. This is confusing. At one point, I had an 87% win-loss ratio, which was ridiculous, but that was just like a fluke, I think. But yeah, 67%. win-loss ratio with Honda. We're continuing with this great win-loss ratio, essentially. So after yesterday, 2,224 wins, 1,466 losses for a 60% win-loss rate in Street Fighter 6, which is great. I'm very, happy about this, and I want to keep this going. I feel like the more we play, again, with both Honda and the Blanca, they're definitely the characters I'm the best with, and I think that if we just stick with it, with those characters in ranked, we're going to get them to master within the next couple of weeks. And then once they're master level, then I promise you we're switching to other characters. Like, I just don't want to play just Honda and Blanca exclusive.
Why are you assuming you're going to fucking hit master with both of them? That is quite fucking presumptuous, EFL, isn't it? Why do you just automatically make that assumption you're going to fucking get it? It's quite possible you're fucking going around to fucking players that are just simply too good for you, especially with Honda. You fucking cheese your way fucking master with Blanca. Hey, it'd be 43, how you doing, pal? Long time no see.
Exclusively. I want to go back to characters like Lily and Luke and others for variety, but I want to get these characters kind of back to where I feel like they belong before we do that, alright? So, yeah, good stuff, and that was a great stream. Thanks to anyone who attended or supported. And then last night, it was Chrono Trigger. And in Chrono Trigger, again, now we're 8 hours in, more great positive progress in the story. Basically, we are, I forget the length of the story and exactly what the main plot lines are, but definitely we had a great run repairing the Masamune sword, which entailed us going back in time into the ancient prehistoric past, getting some crafting items, and then going back to the present, and then getting Frog as part of our party, which is awesome, and then storming the Fiend Lord's Castle, which is where we are in the game right now. Went really well, and then overall, yesterday, great support on both streams, zero complaints, everything was very nice, although, I will say this in regards to this, as you can see yet again, you might be like, what is going on here? Every day on the podcast, we take a look at the number of members that I have, right? And we're like, oh, we're just below 500. And this has happened like 3-4 times in the last week. We're looking at, like, oh man, we're just below 500 members. Can we hit it today? I'm going to tell you guys something. We have hit it every day. Every single freaking day we hit it, all right? And it's ridiculous that man, people rally because they want to help, and I hear you. I appreciate it. And then what happens is we lose some more during the day because I think what's going on is, we don't have any big member bombs anymore. Those members.
Nathan Smith gave you like 90 members last month. I'd call that a fucking significant fucking member bomb. That's like fucking, how much fucking money is that he wasted on DSP to fucking get temporary members? I swear Nathan Smith, he actually fucking gave for like 90 of them last month. And then, it's crazy, it's like fucking like, it's like several hundred fucking dollars anyway, that's a damn sure. It's just fucking mental.
Member bombs usually come around when there's a big marathon or an event, or if there's a giant new game release, you know what I'm saying? So what's happening is these smaller amount of gifted memberships are expiring. A little bit a day. So we grow, and then we lose the ones from last month, and then we grow again, and then we lose the ones from last month, and it's like...
Does not sound very fucking organic to me, Phil. Maybe you should try and fucking encourage people to fucking just be members themselves of their own volition instead.
Oh, man. It's kind of... We gotta find that happy balance, right? So yesterday, between the Street Fighter 6 stream and the Chrono Trigger stream, I think this channel got like 20-25 memberships, something like that. But as you can see, once again, we're 10 below 500, and it's because they keep, expiring overnight or whatever. It's stupid, right? But it is what it is. All right, that's the nature of the beast. That's how YouTube works.
What do you mean it's fucking stupid? What do you fucking expect you to fucking do about it? It's a month-long fucking membership you're fucking gifted. What should you meant to fucking do? Just let some bitch roll over just to fucking make you happy? No, how about you fucking ask a question instead, Phil? There's even Derek has sussed out. The creepy little bastard himself, Derek, he's sussed out. Why should Derek part with $4 fucking that he can fucking give to some OnlyFans titty streamer when he can fucking just wait in your chat instead for somebody to gift him a membership instead? This is why your fucking memberships are fucking expiring, because all those fucking fans know they just got to wait around long enough to fucking give another fucking membership because you're going to fucking ask about it. You're going to fucking beg for members. You're going to fucking beg specifically for member bombs to fucking make you feel better because you're going to guilt trip your fucking audience. And some deep-pocketed fucking dent-headed whale is going to fucking come up for you and give you the fucking money and give you the fucking memberships. And that way, Derek's probably going to get his fucking membership back eventually because he doesn't think he needs to spend any money in it. Why would any of his fucking audience think of spending money on being a member when they can just fucking wait for it to be given to them? I mean, there's so many detractors in Phil's chat right now which are members because they're fucking working there, their stock accounts, and they just have to wait for it to be given to them, even if they don't fucking want it, because they're there. They get given it. Phil should be looking instead as to how can he fucking keep these people and staying a member. How can he fucking entice these same fucking people into fucking, joining themselves and parting with $4 themselves every month? But he doesn't do that. Instead he just fucking begs for more bombs.
So, if you could today, if you're looking to support the streams and the content, please consider becoming a member, all right? Becoming a member today, you get so many benefits, access to all my emotes, you don't have to abide by the slow mode chat if you're here live on stream, you get a cool chat crown badge, you get priority for special events right now. We've got the special event coming up in just under, or a little over a week, I should say. It's the 15th anniversary marathon, where you're gonna be able to nominate your favorite moments from my 15-year history on YouTube, and we're gonna watch them back and react to them together in a cool retrospective event, and members get priority for that event, all right? So many benefits to being a member, okay? So please consider becoming a member today, or if you're someone watching my content today and you're like, man, I want to help out, I want to help the community at large, this is how you can help. Give some memberships, all right? Thank you so much.
You got to fucking do it every single fucking month for the rest of your fucking life, or the rest of fucking Phil's life, because once those members expire, he's gonna be a sad boy again.
Eventually, we're going to hit this and settle in at the 500. We're going to hit the 500 and stick at the 500 memberships, I promise you. But, you know, it is a lot of people every day like, oh my God, what's going on?
Don't fucking promise that, Phil. You can't fucking guarantee that sort of fucking promise. No, if you have not had any organic growth in memberships for a year now, practically. Every time you fucking go up in memberships, it fucking goes back down. Fucking people like Peace have been tracking this data. We've been tracking this fucking data, okay? And it's like any fucking time you see fucking something. Here's a fucking good thing here to look at, okay? These were his fucking members. It's not been updated at the end of fucking May essentially, right? But this is his fucking member count as time has gone on, right? It's in 600, 700, 600, 500, 600, 500, 500, 500, 400, 300, 500, 300 again, 300, 400, 400, 500, 600, 500. You see it goes up and down. 600 again, randomly, 400, 400, 500, back down to 300, 800, over 1,000 there, and then back down to 400 and 500. You see what I'm saying? There is no... Where's the organic fucking growth, fellas? It's been up and down like a goddamn fucking yo-yo. So high and so fucking low. Fucking crazy, man. But of course, there's no... Jesus fucking Christ. You should be fucking looking to grow organically, Phil. I mean, YouTube implemented, membership bombs, that shit, and gifted memberships. That was the fucking happiest day of your fucking YouTube career since you fucking went back there. Because that meant you could fucking... It's just copying the fucking Twitch formula. Ian Sorrell's asking, can you see how many gifted members he's been given this year? I'm not entirely sure the easiest way to track that. There is something on here where... I'm sure it's fucking probably something, I don't know, dashboard... I don't know. There was something on here which actually tracked members as well, as in, like, you could tell how many was, organic and... where does it tell you? Did it tell you at the top, actually? No, there's something here that told you. The kind of change in numbers, but I don't know, I think it's gone. There used to be some sort of fucking section where it actually told you how many were organic and how many were gifted, so the true number. But yeah, as Train says in chat, Peace used to track members, but not anymore. That stopped. I can guarantee if Phil has been gifted like fucking hundreds of fucking members, like this year alone, like easily, like fucking maybe 1,000 odd this year overall. It's crazy though. Anyway, no, that's all. Let's get back to the bingo. I just thought I'd fucking point out though, fucking it's ridiculous.
Going on? Well, that's what's going on. It's not a big deal. It's not the end of the world. You get some today, you'll lose some today. That's how it works. All right. So thank you in advance to anyone who supports in that method. Okay.
Bear in mind as well, he has currently got like 140 members on his fucking other channel. DSP Reacts, otherwise known as the King of Hate Vlogs. You type that fucking URL into YouTube, youtube.com/the King of Hate Vlogs, that'll pull up the DSP Reacts channel, and he has 140 fucking members on there for some bastard fucking reason. So really right now he's sitting on, like fucking 100 or 500 and, 600 and something members. Don't ask me to do fucking math. You get what I'm saying? He's got over 600 members across 2 different channels. That's some decent chunk of change.
So, last week I went grocery shopping with my wife. And she says, oh, they have all these other flavors of seltzer that we didn't have or we don't buy. And I was like, well, I swear I remember we had bought these before and we didn't like them. And she's like, well... I think we should try some new flavors this week. I'm like, all right, honey, whatever you say, we'll get whatever you want. This tastes awful. It's like ultra sweet, and it doesn't taste like watermelon, and it doesn't taste like strawberry. It is terrible. And we have drank through all the other ones that we like, so I'm stuck drinking these awful seltzers. Oh, it's really nasty. And I'm like, well, I gotta drink it. I'm not gonna waste it. So, it's not good.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Phil, really? Is he really going to fucking make me do a thumbnail of this shit? Hold on.
And like, well, I got a drink. I'm not going to waste it. So, bleh.
Hold on. He looked at himself first. He looked at himself to fucking make sure how it looks, and he's like, okay, I'll turn to the camera and do it there as well. Jesus fucking Christ. What the fuck? Jesus fucking Christ. Hold on. I think that might be the better angle. Oh Jesus, man. Let me see if it'll fucking work as a thumbnail. Give me a second here. Let me just crop this out here. There we go. Okay, let's go to the website, which I have handy for removing the background, and let's see how it looks. Is it going to actually identify any fucking features to remove? No, there we fucking go. There's your fucking next thumbnail, everyone. There you fucking go. Isn't it fucking glorious? Jesus Christ. Fucking hell.
It's not good. It's just not. I don't recommend fake strawberry watermelon seltzer. It's gross. Don't get that one. I particularly like flavors such as like wild cherry or cherry limeade.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Cal Denson, for a super chat. Says, ignoring the elephant in the room, and I'm not talking about cat. That's a bit mean, but still funny. Scientist says Craig. So Side Scrollers Spotting Craig, or whatever. Spotting Craig, Side Scrollers Craig has a live stream scheduled calling waiting until DSP invites me on his show. I think he's going to be waiting a fucking long while. Only DSP maybe is allowed to fucking control the narrative, remember, so yeah. And D-Dog's saying, do you have a ping pong ball? No, I don't. It's like the clown at a fair, you might win a prize. I can confirm I don't have a fucking ping pong ball, but fuck me, this is... Phil has nothing to talk about today, and now he's fucking talking about his shitey fucking seltzer water. Big fucking deal.
Don't get that one. I particularly like flavors such as like wild cherry or cherry limeade, or they have a bunch of citrus flavors. They do like 5 different citrus flavors. They're all pretty good. Anything citrusy. But any of the ones that are sweet, like they have orange creamsicle, strawberry creamsicle, this one, you know, kiwi strawberry, anything that they think is sweet, it's just gross. It's overly fake sweet. It doesn't really have the flavor of what they claim it is. It's just like bleh. So today, if you see me drinking, you know, to rehydrate, and you see me making a pained face, you'll know why I'm making the very pained face. Okay, you'll understand, I hope. Okay, so all that being said, that's what happened yesterday, and let's talk about the schedule for the rest of the week. Like I said, I don't have a lot to talk about today, so let's talk about the schedule for the rest of the week. I got a very quick news segment, and then we're just going to kind of relax for a bit until we decide that we want to jump into GTA. Okay, so here's the schedule for the rest of the week. Today is the return of GTA 5, the anniversary run to the daytime stream. Now, great progress. I would say, if I'm remembering from when I originally played this game, I would say we're into the second half of the game. Now, I can't 100% confirm that because I've only played this game once ever, and it was 10 years ago, and I don't really remember this portion of the game that we're in. I can't really remember it at all, honestly. So, for many of you who've played this game many times over the years, you probably are like, oh yeah, he's exactly this percentile through the story. I don't remember. So, I think we're a little bit more than halfway.
Did this motherfucker just say exactly this percentile through the story? I mean, he fucking could have just said percent, and it would have fucking still made sense. That's what the... Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, what's the thing I got for it? Oh yeah, this thing right here.
God, it's like you just use words you hear randomly to try and sound smarter.
But pretty much.
Through. Now, last time around, I had told you guys, I'd done the schedule, and I had basically reserved 24 more hours of streams to beat GTA 5. Now we have about 21 hours more left, and I want to say we're around 23 hours into the playthrough. We are 23 hours into the playthrough. Now, this playthrough is a little different from my original, because my original playthrough was basically just kind of getting through the story, and any of the main missions that were on the map, that even if they were side missions, if they were like the Strangers and Freaks missions, I would still do them because they showed up on the map, right? This time around, we're doing some extra content. For example, we're doing the delivery missions with Trevor. We did the weed delivery with Franklin. I'm going out of my way a little bit to do most of that other kind of content as well. I don't know if that's going to add anything. I also don't know if that's going to pad the length of the game a lot longer than the original. Also, keep in mind, today I'm an interactive live streamer. We talk, we chat, we relax, as opposed to back then, it was just me playing the game, beat the game as fast as possible, pump out the videos for views, and add revenue profit, on to the next. And that's not what we do today, okay? However, we are in somewhat of a time constraint. My goal is to beat GTA 5 by the time Starfield comes out. So by the time Starfield comes out, that's our major focus, and we don't have to worry about, oh, there's another big lingering narrative playthrough that we didn't finish, okay? So, that being said, as I'm explaining here, that's why I'm hoping to make great progress every time that we stream the game. Today, if I remember correctly, we're going to do delivery missions for Trevor. I think he has one of each, like one of the driving, one of the aerial. And then after that, I believe I don't think we have much side content left beside the assassinations, which you guys have kind of told me to hold off on and don't do yet. So I'm not doing them yet. I'm just going to do them later in the game then, if you guys think the assassinations should wait for whatever reason. So we're not doing those, but I think that's it. I don't really think there's anything else to do besides main story missions.
Okay, so holding off those assassination missions that Lester gives fucking Franklin to the end game is good if you're planning on fucking sticking around after you finish a game. Because obviously you can use those missions to your advantage when you have a lot of money. Because right before the mission starts, you can fucking get all free characters who are fucking rich by the end of the game. You choose option C and you got all free characters available. You can basically fucking capitalise on fucking finishing off the heists and having all that money. And before fucking Franklin does an assassination mission, you can put all that money into some kind of stock. And then when the fucking mission completes, all of a sudden you can fucking wait a day or so and then take that money out. It's an easy way to make so much extra fucking money, you know, in the fucking game. But the thing is, though, the game's essentially almost over. So it's like Phil's not going to hang around for that, is he? He's not going to fucking hang around and fucking enjoy having a whole bunch of money in GTA and fucking like buy the golf course or some pish. So a waste of fucking time for him essentially. Phil can just ignore the assassination missions for the grand scheme of things.
So likely we'll just continue with that until we get to another point where maybe the characters split again and have their own content that they can do or whatever. So I guess we'll see. I don't know exactly, like I said, I don't remember from 10 years ago exactly how this playthrough went. I remember the earlier hours, like the first 10 hours I kind of remember, and then I don't remember much past that. So we'll see today, you know, how it goes, and go from there, but it should be fun. Now, I will say this up front. This playthrough has been a little weird when it comes to support. All right, when we started it, originally had a lot of support, and then all of a sudden when it was a late stream, it died, and it was some of my slowest streams I was doing. But people told me, hey, if you make this a daytime stream, more people will show up, because people can't show up to the late streams because it's nighttime, and anyone in Europe can't make your late stream. Make it a daytime stream, and that will change. So I did. I shifted this from a night stream to a daytime stream, and the first 2 sessions went outstanding. People were showing up, engaging, supporting, having a grand old time, and I was like, awesome.
Oh no shit, Sherlock, because oh hey, people are throwing money at me. All of a sudden I'm having a grand old fucking time. It's like some sort of fucking magical cure for all my fucking depression. Also, you just fucking snorted for the first time there, so no, actually I forgot. Usually when Phil snorts, I usually have as a centre space, but Phil, the centre space today is fucking side scrollers because we're being adventurous. But yeah, Phil's not very snorty today for some strange reason. Let's actually confirm Phil's fucking strange, twisted ass logic. Let's make it a bit bigger to 150. Let's scroll down the way to the bottom, blah 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 blah. Here we fucking go, right down here, there we go. What the, oh, I'm on the wrong fucking page. This page, here we go. Let's scroll down to the very bottom here, and there we fucking go. Okay, so, GTA 5, day stream, $112, okay. And then here, $40. Yeah, and then Phil fucking bitched and whined and moaned. So it's like, you got $74, then $168, then you got fucking $40, and then fucking nothing, essentially. So yeah, I don't know if Phil's complaining, but his last 2 streams, I saw him fucking get... Basically he's had 1 stream, the very last stream didn't get the fucking gun of glasses, and he's fucking crying poo again. Because it didn't match the $168 stream from the fucking previous time. So I'm not entirely sure why Phil's suddenly bitching and whining and moaning about fucking support for day streams for Grand Theft Auto, because he went from gunner glasses to everything to nothing. It's a mixed bag essentially. But he's one fucking like not great stream, and he's fucking making it a point to bring up on his fucking, you know, dumbass podcast. Guys, support from all over the fucking place. Please sort it out. Please make sure you organise yourself to fucking give me money. Thank you.
I'm glad. I guess it worked out. And then all of a sudden I played it the other day, 2 days ago, and it was an incredibly slow stream again for support. And I was like, so what happened? You know? So I'm just throwing that out there.
What do you mean what fucking happened? People didn't want to fucking give you money that fucking day. Like, what fucking happened? Where's the fucking money? Like, Phil, when I fucking do streams of bingo, sometimes it's fucking incredibly supportive day and sometimes it's not. I don't fucking ask what fucking happened. It's just, if people want to give you fucking money, they'll give you fucking money. Sure, money's fucking nice, but you can't fucking demand it from people, for fuck's sake. If they want to fucking give you money for the content you're fucking making, they should fucking they'll do it. It's a natural fucking thing, Phil.
Please support the stream today of GTA 5. I like this game a lot. I'm enjoying playing it again with you for a 10-year anniversary run. And obviously, I'm dedicating a lot of time to it to finish it before Starfield. So please support.
And why should that be a factor for the fucking audience? Why should the audience be fucking concerned about your fucking poor time management skills?
Supporting. That simple. Okay? Alright. Later tonight, we're doing something completely different. Tonight we are going to chill and do a late night relaxing stream of the Street Fighter 6 World Tour mode. This is the story-based campaign mode of the game that has nothing to do with the competitive play. And this mode, all right, is interesting because I have a build that's very similar to Blanca. So I'm doing all these crazy Blanca combos and stuff, which is nice. But at the same time, it's getting harder. Like I remember I was playing, some of the enemies were becoming way more challenging, some of the boss enemies and stuff. So we're gonna play again tonight. We're gonna see if we can unlock some more characters. It would be great if maybe we can unlock Honda, because if we unlock Honda, I've been playing with Honda, you know, in the game, and maybe if we unlock E-Honda, then I can start using that play style and do even a little better. We're gonna, you know, explore the open world. We're gonna fight some enemies. We're gonna have chill fun, a lot of opportunity to talk and relax and have a more interactive stream, as opposed to when I'm playing competitive Street Fighter 6, where that's impossible. It'll be a lot more interesting. Okay, so that'll be fun. I hope you'll join me tonight for that, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. Now tomorrow, Thursday, yes, I'm still here, my 8th straight streaming day, and the final big day for variety. It's going to be Street Fighter 6 again on the daytime stream, and this time around it's back to Blanca in ranked. He's only a few wins away from hitting 1-star diamond, and then obviously I want to take him past that and get him as high in the diamond ranks as I can tomorrow on his path back to master. Remember, he's a master rank on my Xbox, but now we're trying to take him back to master rank on PS5. Okay, so that should be fun, and I hope that you guys will join me for that. Tomorrow night will be more Chrono Trigger action as we continue on with this awesome playthrough. And that's my streaming week. I'll be off from streaming on Friday, which I know is rare. I've been here every Friday since the beginning of June with Street Fighter 6, right? But now we have a Friday off. I just need to have it off because of my scheduling, all right? So that means no Street Fighter Friday, no Friday Night Fights. When I come back on Saturday, it'll be the Mortal Kombat 1 beta. Now, supposedly, the Mortal Kombat 1 beta is now downloadable on PlayStation. I don't know because I haven't turned on my PlayStation today. Okay?
And whose fault was that? Prophet has sent me an update for Street Fighter 6 debunking his lies. Look, let me check then. So, Prophet says overall win rate for the PS5 is 73.39%, which is down 2.48%. E-Honda win rate is down 4.2% to 71.01. His overall win rate with PS5 and Xbox combined is 57.3%, which is down 0.03%. So Phil lied that he has a 67% win rate combined between Xbox and PS5. It's not true. He's 10% higher than what he claims. Basically, Phil lost more than he won yesterday. Again, does get even tougher as he continues, and his LP is again very low compared to his contemporaries. And he's even a picture of us to demonstrate this. So thank you to Prophet for sending us on. This is Phil's ranked stats on PlayStation 5. And there's E-Honda stats right there. And there's his overall rate on wherever I can go. But yeah, Phil didn't fucking have a fantastic time yesterday. Yes, he has some fucking victories, but he also got his arse handed to him several fucking times. And he was quite a disgruntled little piggy about that. Anything else happening fucking Twitter? Not really. Fucking okay, go. Jesus Christ. Good old Evil AJ. You know, I'm gonna give some love to Evil AJ. You know, I'm just gonna fucking just do that and then move on. Let's crack on with the bingo again.
I'm not going to turn on my PlayStation today. I'll turn it on tomorrow for Street Fighter 6 Rain. So when I do, if the beta is available, I will download it. Supposedly it is downloadable now. All right. So
you're not going to fucking download it now, just to fucking save and get it out of the fucking way. Wait, what? So apparently it's available to download now. You know you're going to go over your art to check. For what reason? For what fucking reason? I'm so fucking confused. I really am.
That means all day Saturday, both the daytime stream and the late stream will both be the Mortal Kombat 1 beta. So if you're curious about, you know, how this beta turns out, how does the game play, how does it look, find out. Come by on Saturday. I'll be playing it all day long. All right. Now Sunday, I'm also going to play the MK1 beta.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you, Virtual Black Mage, for the super chat. It says, day 3 of 5 of antibody infusions. I'm surrounded by chemo patients. Please, God help. It's depressing here. Look, fuck, needs must, man. Look, needs must. It's never fucking a happy fucking experience having to go to fucking hospital and get shit done. You know, like even it's tough to endure. I can't even imagine fucking how tough it is. Actually, I've never been through it myself. You know what I mean? But you're over halfway now. You're over the fucking hump, essentially. You know what I mean? So just fucking stay strong, man. It won't be fucking long till you're out of there. So Barrett also saying give you some otters. Would the otters help? There's some otters there. Remember the ones you went to see very soon? The little bastards are fucking sleeping in the corner. Wake the fuck up and be cute. Oh, fucker. Oh, you can't even fucking see him because I forgot to change the fucking screen. Sorry. The otters are in the corner, snoozing in the fucking corner, right in the shade. Oh, fuckers. Jesus fucking Christ. But yeah, it is fucking hard to fucking go through stuff like, you know, I'm sure. Like you're almost there. So Toastman made a joke of otter bodies instead of antibodies, so I'm sure you fucking... I went doing like a fucking lead balloon, but there you go. It's just a, yeah, but... Hopefully, you know, hopefully just fucking... Don't dwell on the time. Like, just... do things like, when I fucking... It's just one of those things where, like, it's weird for me for time, you know, and it's like, I have, like, Amazon Kindle on my phone, which I think is one of the best apps out there. I download a bunch of free books, and, like, just fucking, like, batter away for, like, reading old fucking free books, like, fucking whole bunch of Jules Verne books are, like, fucking free. You know what, for example, you know what I mean? And that guy has some fucking crazy stories, and I'm amazed that they're fucking free on Kindle, you know, but those books are a great fucking read if you want to, like, kill time. So I'd highly recommend some, like, classic Jules Verne stuff. If you want to kill some time, hopefully I'll get you through the last couple of days of being getting through that Black Mage. But fingers crossed, man, that you get through it. You know, hopefully it'll be over before you know it, and hopefully you'll just be back to get back at hospital, because it's never an easy experience, pal.
Be playing it all day long. All right. Now Sunday, I'm also going to play the MK1 beta on the daytime stream. All right, but Sunday night is currently up in the air. If you guys want even more, we'll do the MK1 beta again. But there's also potential that maybe after 3 straight streams we're kind of burnt out and you want some variety, we can do Street Fighter 6 Community Night on Sunday night instead, which I'm totally okay with. I like the community nights. It allows me to play with a variety of characters. It allows me to warm up for my more serious sessions coming up later in the week. I'd be down for that. So I guess the question is, would you like 4 straight streams of the MK1 beta, or would you like 3 and then a community night in Street Fighter 6? I need your feedback to determine what you want. All right, if we don't do community night, there's no community night next week.
Normally I wouldn't count that as a thumbs up there, but he was so awkward about it. He gave that thumbs up to demonstrate the number 1, but I'm going to count it anyway because DSP's a dick.
No matter what, we're just not going to do it because the rest of the schedule is kind of set. So what is the rest of the schedule? Well, since we're doing MK1 on the weekend, Monday will be DSP versus the Internet, my weekly clips react show over on DSP Reacts, okay? Monday night will be Chrono Trigger. Tuesday will be ranked in Street Fighter 6, Honda, trying to get him from 2-star Diamond higher up. And then that evening, we'll likely be doing... No, wait a minute. I screwed that up. I believe... I got confused. Hold on. I can't remember if that's Street Fighter 6 or if that's GTA that day. Let's see. I think I need to sit down and hash this out. I have it hashed out. Let's see.
Yeah, ready sitting down.
No,
then.
I'm going to do GTA 5 that day. That's right. Here's what we're doing. I screwed up. So... Mortal Kombat 1 all weekend, possibility of community night on Sunday night. Monday the 21st, DSP versus the Internet and Chrono Trigger. I was correct. Tuesday the 22nd, Grand Theft Auto 5, paired with a late night stream of Street Fighter 6, ranked gameplay. Then the next day, the 23rd, I'm actually going to do Street Fighter 6 ranked on the day stream. And the night stream will be Chrono Trigger. And then the 24th, which will be Thursday, will be GTA 5 and Street Fighter 6 ranked. And that's the week. That Friday, the 25th, is my day off. That's the week. And sorry, I got confused. That's why I wrote it down here, okay? So I know that's weird. Like, wow, that's really kind of weird. You're doing Street Fighter at night, but then at day. Yeah, I have to do it that way because it's a weird week. The length is weird. My day off is weird. That's the only way that I can pull it off. All right. So then when I come back on Saturday the 26th, that's my special 15th anniversary retrospective marathon. All day long, we'll be watching the clips that you guys are nominating and submitting. We're gonna have some food. We're gonna have some booze. It's gonna be a fun, relaxed, party-like atmosphere to celebrate my anniversary as a YouTuber. Okay. On the 27th, it's DSP versus the Internet, which is my react show, and Chrono Trigger. And then the 28th would be the premiere of Armored Core 6. All right. And that's the earliest I can even play Armored Core. I have to do that other stuff on the weekend, and I have to have that Friday off. So it kind of sucks, I know, because people are like, "Oh, Armored Core comes out that Friday." I can't be here that Friday. There's nothing I can do about that. Just how the cards have been dealt. Okay. And then moving forward, it'll just be GTA 5 and/or Armored Core on the day streams, Street Fighter 6 ranked, and Chrono Trigger on the late streams. And that's going to take us all the way up until we get to the release of Starfield.
Cody Taylor is saying in chat that Side Scrollers is live again, but probably Craig himself is live again, talking about DSP. Much more entertaining than this garbage. I mean, it's one of those things where, do you guys want to fucking continue playing Bingo, or do you want to see fucking Stuttering Craig pop a blood vessel talking about DSP and how much of an arsehole he is? It's one of those things. There's Bingo to be won though, that's the thing, there's Bingo to be won. We could win a fucking Bingo, we're doing quite well on this card. Some people want starting Craig, some people want Bingo. We can fucking go a bit back and forth. Hold on. Let me just fucking check the where's there it is over there.
Fuck, says Craig, you saw DSP raging at Street Fighter 6, calling every character he not playing broken. No, I don't care. Like I don't see the clips that about him on a day-to-day basis. Ever since the interview, I've just kind of moved on and done other things, like worried about growing side scrollers and like. So
Yeah, I'm gonna just mute that for now, and if there's anything interesting, I can always fucking go back to it, I guess. We'll just focus on Phil for now, okay? If anything interesting happens on here with fucking Craig fucking going rambling or whatever, then we can always pop in and just, you know, you guys can maybe let me know. But I'm just gonna crack on with Bingo because, you know, priorities. I'm here for DSP Bingo, and I want us to fucking win. And by us, I mean want to use to fucking win. And hopefully, though, Phil catches wind of it, though. Which means that he can fucking, you know, fucking go crazy and give us some great bingo squares and fucking rage and all that shit, and give us a side scroller center square and fucking give us the old turbo nose and all that jazz. So now, some people would watch the fucking autos. They fucking goes, and these little bastards still fucking say, wait the fuck out. Hold on, let's go live. Like he's still asleep. This one's still asleep. He just basically drifts. This guy like, fucking sleeps and drifts and fucking how is it? For fuck's sake. I like how his top land's like still as a fucking rock, and this one's going back and forth even though he's like fucking meant to sleeping. I don't get it. Ours are cute, but they're kind of weird as well. In terms of like why does one move and one doesn't.
And what's going to happen, hopefully, we're going to finish GTA 5, right? We're going to continue to get ranked wins in Street Fighter 6 and hopefully get both my Blanca and my Honda to master in Street Fighter 6. And maybe we'll like Armored Core. I don't know. If we like Armored Core, great. It can be a regular playthrough in the rotation. If we end up not liking it after a couple sessions, I don't...
Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much for Profit for a super chat. Says, which low cow is Bingo best? Phil or Craig? I mean, I don't have a bingo card made out of fucking Craig mannerisms, although I haven't tried to make one either. It's just one of those things. It's just like, yeah. It's a weird one. You know, it's a weird fucking one, but nah, Phil's the only low cow I fucking follow, and that's the only one I'm going to do bingos for, pretty much.
No. If we like Armored Core, great. It can be a regular playthrough in the rotation. If we end up not liking it after a couple sessions, then I don't ever have to play it again. All right? But we'll see. Like I said, someone had donated a code to me, and I'm just waiting. Supposedly they're supposed to send me the code around that weekend. So as long until I get it, then we'll, you know, I'll get it going. So let's see what happens. All right? Let's see what happens and go from there. But that's the rough schedule for the rest of the month. Fair enough? All right. So guys, I told you I don't have much today. I have one piece of news for the DSP news segment today. Literally one piece of news. If you're someone who has been waiting fervently and excitedly, all right? Nope. You're really excited for the upcoming Starfield release. Well, you're in luck. Are you ready? Ready for this? Hey guys, if you don't want drama, you should not talk about drama in the chat, or else you're also going to find yourself going the way that the drama did. So stop derailing the chat right now. Okay.
Oh, did I take side scrollers for that? Do I tick side scrollers for that? He didn't mention side scrollers, but he's obviously kind of referencing it because his chat are mentioning it and talking about it. Also, Phil said excited, so I'll tick off excited. There we go. But it is very tempting to tick side scrollers there, but he didn't mention it yet. Well, I don't know. Do I do it? Yeah, fine. Actually, that's a great shout. Actually, check raw DSP. So, right, 20 minutes behind. Okay, it's a great shout. Give me a second here. I want to see what comment he fucking deleted there, leaned in. So give me a second here. We can actually see if he actually deleted a comment about side scores. Then we will fucking tick off a center square. Okay. So give me a second here. Go here. Okay. And when you go back in time, like 20 minutes or whatever, and.
And maybe we'll like Armored Core. I don't know.
Shut the fuck up. Blah, 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 blah. So here we go. Let's look at his chat here before I fucking does anything. Happy birthday, Daxma. Blah, 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 blah. Hello, Phil. Hope all's well, you and Jasper.
News for the DSP news segment today. Literally one piece of news.
Eddie, someone's saying rest in peace, Eddie Chill. Did Eddie Chill say something earlier on in the chat? I don't fucking know. I can't even see.
If you're someone who has been waiting fervently
Hold on, hold
And
on.
excitedly.
Ah, so Dick Lightning says somebody emailed Phil with a full report on Eddie Chill and DSP leaned him on site. Who the fuck's Eddie Chill?
All right? You're really excited for the upcoming Starfield release. Well, you're in luck. Are you ready? Ready for this? Hey guys, if you don't want drama, you should not talk about drama in the chat, or else you're also going to find yourself going the way that the drama did. So stop derailing the chat right now. Okay.
I don't know who he fucking banned or anything. I don't know who he fucking leaned there. I didn't see anyone fucking disappear there. Like, did you guys see anyone disappear randomly from the chat at the side there? I thought he was going to fucking ban Dick Lightning or something. That was the only fucking thing that was. But as far as I'm aware, like, usually doesn't messages disappear. Usually if Phil leans them. So I don't know. I'm very confused. I am so confused. I really have no fucking clue. I don't know. I didn't see any side scrolls references in Phil's chat, so I don't think we can tick that. I'm sorry. There was no side scrolls reference. We can't tick it. So we continue on with our bingo.
Continuing on. Yes, listen to this. Ready for this? Starfield will be preloadable on Xbox consoles tomorrow. And Starfield will supposedly be preloadable on PC on August 30th.
What the fuck was that fucking face all about? Nah, I'm not even gonna fucking do I'm not even gonna do a thumbnail for it. I don't want to fucking no, fuck off. Hold on, I'm curious.
Consoles tomorrow.
No, I love how he fucking looks at his fucking monitor for us to check his face on there, and then does this shit right here. What in the absolute fuck? The stroke face, yeah, Jesus Christ, man. Oh hell, man, it's just... Nah, I'm not even gonna bother. Not even gonna fucking bother. We have this after all, you know what I mean? I think that's better than that. You know, like, is that just a subject to you know, opinion or whatever, but it's like that is probably better than that. I love how lined up they are. They're all fucking spot on identical lined up, like in frame, you know? Couldn't done it if I tried, but fucking go. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna crack on with it. Never mind this fucking dumbass face.
And Starfield will supposedly be preloadable on PC on August 30th. I don't know the difference. I don't really see the big deal. I don't know why they're waiting so long to do it on PC. I also don't know the big deal about, like, I'm not even kidding. People are posting this up like it's a big news story. All over, like, social media. People are like, oh my god, Starfield is preloadable. Starfield, the biggest Xbox exclusive release since Halo 3.
Well, I guess it's a fucking slow news story for everyone and not just fucking you then, isn't it? Phil was bitching and whining and said I don't have a whole lot to fucking talk about today. I guess the internet in general doesn't have a whole lot of fucking gaming news either. Isn't that a funny fucking coincidence?
Starfield, the game that's going to save Bethesda. Starfield, the first new IP that Bethesda has put out in 17,000 years. It's Starfield. Everyone is so excited. Okay? Shug actually says, he has more details. He says, so Windows Store will be tomorrow, but most people bought it through Steam, and Steam is preloading it on the 30th. So basically, if you got it on Xbox, you can preload it tomorrow. If you actually bought it through the Windows Store on PC, you can preload it tomorrow, but Steam will be the 30th. Okay. All right? So everyone's freaking the hell out about this. All right? It's a preload. It's not a big deal. It's really not. It doesn't mean anything. I don't know why anyone thinks this is giant news or some freaking thing to go crazy over. You're just preloading the game on your platform of choice. Really, it's not that exciting. I don't know. I guess it must have been a really slow day today, and no one had anything to talk about because everyone covered it like it's news. It's not news at all. It's really stupid, arbitrary nonsense information.
It must be since it's on your fucking news segment.
However, supposedly, the review copies of this game are going out by the end of the week, meaning we might actually see our first early reviews of the game soon. I believe they're saying the review embargo is not yet. It's like another week or something like that. So essentially what's going to happen is, all right, they're going to really rush to finish this game. Anyone who got these early review copies, they're going to be turboing through this game as fast as they humanly can get through it to try to do a review of the game.
That's generally how these fucking things work, Phil.
As you guys know, I don't agree with this practice whatsoever.
Any fucking more. Ever since you stopped getting fucking paid for being fucking views based, not shit, not fucking, no, Phil. Don't fucking pretend to be so fucking morally better and fucking take your time with games and all that shit. You like dragging out fucking popular games, especially ones that are fucking well supported for you financially. Look at fucking Skyrim, half a fucking year playing that crap.
Early review copies no longer need to go out. They serve absolutely no purpose. All they do is they promote bad behavior from these gaming media who don't do a professional job of reviewing.
No, look at the fucking flip side though. You fucking bitch and whine about fucking games getting dropped all of a fucking sudden with no fanfare whatsoever, so you had no time to fucking try and prepare it for your fucking schedule or anything. Didn't that happen to some sort of fucking Xbox Game Pass game? I can't mind what the fucking Game Pass game was, but it's some sort of interesting kind of title, you know, it's a wee bit fucking platformer, puzzle, I can't fucking mind what it was called. But that had no fucking fanfare, and feels like, oh, this game came out of fucking nowhere. How the fuck were I meant to fucking know about it?
These games early at all anymore. They really don't. They rush through to get that first story out there. That, oh, look, we played it, and here's what we think, right?
Hi-Fi Rush, that's what it's fucking called, Johnny Chase, thank you very much. But yeah, Phil Burnell used to be this fucking kind of content creator back when it fucking benefited him financially. And when it fucking stopped benefiting him financially, he fucking complained to Machinima. And he bitched and whined and moaned. And eventually he fucking went to live streaming to fucking save his arse instead.
I absolutely hate this practice. I feel like it lends itself to either people being overly positive or overly negative about a game for various reasons to benefit. And I think sadly it skews a lot of public opinion in a way that it should not. It is 2023, all right? I trust the opinion of a content creator and gamer more than I trust the opinion of a journalist.
No, you fucking don't. You trust yourself more than anyone else. Don't be fucking disingenuous about this crap. You think fucking every single other content creator is basically out for fucking themselves and they're all fucking paid shells, they're all fucking, you know, these fucking people with advertisements and fucking teams of people fucking editing their shit and manufacturing this fucking shit and, oh, they're just pumping out all this fucking highly edited content. They're not true and honest and raw and genuine like you are. Fuck the fuck off, you lazy cunt.
Okay? These journalists, a lot of ways, don't even agree with most of our opinions on games regardless. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about 90% of the time because they don't even know games. Okay? So why would I trust their early opinion on Starfield? I don't. But yet people will. People will see these early reviews coming out and be like, oh, well, see, Starfield's awful, or Starfield's the best game ever. What are you talking about?
You've made up your fucking mind already, Phil, to shut over this fucking game. You're fucking going to pretend you're not fucking shitting over a fucking game, but you've been mainly fucking negative as per fucking usual about the fucking game. You're very dismissive about it, and you're not going to give it a fucking fair shake.
Have you not noticed how a lot of these weird journalistic opinions that are majority opinions are very wrong when it comes to game? What about Deathloop? Remember when they reviewed Deathloop 9 and 10 out of 10 and said it was a Game of the Year contender? Deathloop wasn't even average. And most gamers agree on that. It wasn't a very good game. But all the journalists said it was absolutely overwhelmingly great. Why? You see what I mean? And this is not just one time. This has been happening again and again and again. These journalists saying these games are so good, and then the games come out and actual gamers get their hands on them. Like, what are you talking about? Okay? So...
Isn't that subjective, though? Isn't that just basically subjective? Like, Fortnite's one of the most popular games in the entire fucking world. Does that mean I'm going to fucking play it? No, I don't care about playing Fortnite. It's the most popular fucking game in the world, pretty much, you know, but I'm not going to fucking play it. But it's subjective, though, because so many fucking people do enjoy the game.
I don't think this ever needs to happen. Listen, if you are skeptical about Starfield, and you know what? You should be. Why should you be skeptical about Starfield? Well, there's two major reasons. Reason number one is because Bethesda has not really put out a great game in a long time, right? Their last major outing, admittedly, of a single-player experience was Fallout 4, which was sitting on the fence of whether it was good or not. Their last other outing was Fallout, what was it, Online, or whatever the fuck it's called, Fallout 76, and that was dog shit, right? So, there you go. Now, the other thing is, you have to understand that a lot is hinging on the release of Starfield. So what you're going to know is that, basically, a lot of journalists may be looking to skew this story one way or the other. Either, oh my god, it's the beautiful redemption story, or oh my god, the entire building is burning. You see, they're going to try to skew it one way or another, because that's the way that they're going to get maximum attention on themselves. So, you should be skeptical about Starfield.
The fucking news exists to fucking sell, doesn't it? That's the whole fucking point of these fucking news fucking networks and fucking gaming journalist fucking websites. They need to fucking make sure their articles will be fucking interesting enough to fucking bother having people read them and visit the website and fucking get them fucking ad revenue based on all those fucking visits. It's a fucking business. These fucking gaming journalists are fucking running a business for the most fucking part. I'm not saying you should fucking trust what they fucking say, but why are you fucking trying to say don't trust anyone apart from you? That's what you're fucking trying to tell your audience here. You're trying to drill into your fucking audience right now, Phil, that fucking nobody else should be fucking trusted on the internet apart from you, because you're a part of the only real and honest person out there. This is you trying to fucking make sure as many fucking people as possible only pay attention to what you have to say about the fucking game.
Company hasn't put out good games recently, and you can't really trust gaming journalists to give an honest story here. Do you see? So, for me, I don't trust a damn word about any of these reviews. I would...
Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Laura Guardian, for the super chat. It says Fallout 76 has vastly improved since its launch. See, I would know that obviously that game got shat on by so many fucking people when it came out at first. And after that, I just didn't really pay attention to it. But apparently Fallout 76 has had a lot of improvements onto it since then. Fair play to them for fucking just not giving up on it and actually trying to improve the damn thing. Big ups to them for that. Let's check in with fucking Craig, stuttering Craig, and what the fuck? Oh, hold on. I haven't been there for a while, so his fucking chat was going crazy there. Let's see what Stuttering Craig is saying about DSP now, eh?
I've seen it. We had Alex Stein on, who's like this, you know, he's kind of a cultural Andy Kaufman, right? He's like a performer artist, and he has a conservative show, and he goes to city council. So, anyways, we were talking to him, and he's like, "I love DSP," and he loves DSP because he's a train wreck, right? So I put like a clip of where we talked about that. He talks about Wings of Redemption stuff. It's on the channel. I encourage you to go check it out. And just sheer happenstance, I post that, and then we wake up to this thing today. It's stupid. It's crazy. It's silly. Ruthless says he's ducking me. Of course he's ducking me, because he's not a fucking man. What a fucking baby. What a fucking baby.
Yeah, I'm going to mute that again. Look, it's clear that Craig, Craig's not dumb, okay? This kind of manufacture just kind of fucking... It's kind of like semi-manufactured drama, but Phil's kind of guilty of actually fucking triggering it, again, as per usual. And it's... Craig is going to be all over that, you know. Craig is just fucking going to capitalise that because he knows he's going to invite a lot of interest.
Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Paul J. Bradley Jr. for a super chat, who says, at King, Phil needs to eat a live grenade. Hashtag real talk. That's a bit fucking dark. Also, I'd be very impressed if he can get his fucking whole mouth into a live grenade. That knows fucking is kind of quite big. But, yeah, it's just... Craig knows what he's fucking doing here, you know what I mean? In fact, I'll show you exactly. Craig knows what he's doing here. He knows full well what he's doing here. I'll just say that.
Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Bart. We also super chat. It says Craig's acting like DSP when LTG blocked him. To an extent, yeah. I'm not expecting a huge amount from this fucking Stuttering Craig kind of show. Phil's watching him right. Yeah, Stuttering Craig's watching Phil right now. I'll be live DSP though. I'm not going to bother with that because we're playing Bingo. I don't want any spoilers. But at the end of the fucking day though, Craig knows there's some extra fucking money to be made tonight, and I think he knew damn well Phil's not going to fucking basically react to this or respond to this. But he gets to vent essentially for a little while about fucking Phil ducking him and all that shit, you know. And, you know, he gets to fucking capitalise and having like fucking 500 people watching him right now as well. Craig knows what he's doing in this fucking regard, you know, he really does. So, he can do what he fucking does, you know. It's like, as I'm saying, it's like, he is capitalising on the kind of just the random... I mean, it's one of those things. Phil kind of started it with that random little petty segment on Twitter the other night, and Adam kind of took the bait and said, "Hey, by the way, I was fucking fair to you," and he responded to that and basically just bullshitted his answers about it. Nah, so yeah, Phil could have just fucking kept quiet and ignored Adam, but he actually responded to him, and so you know that gave side scrollers and Craig in particular a fucking license to just fucking unleash both barrels at once and just fucking go all in and have another night of shit talking DSP and all that.
This company hasn't put out good games recently, and you can't really trust gaming journalists to give an honest story here. Do you see? So, for me, I don't trust a damn word about any of these reviews. I would much rather have real gamers get their hands on this game, play them for a few days, stream them live, and then tell you their opinion, right? If you're on the fence about Starfield, do not, and I repeat myself, do not judge your purchasing, decision on these pre-release reviews. Do not do it, all right? Wait for others to buy the game and play it and tell you their opinions, people who you are of like mind, people whose opinions you trust, okay? Don't believe the bullshit from these fucking media companies. They're completely outdated, and the only reason they still exist is this. the money and the advertisement revenue they bring in. If that didn't exist, they'd be defunct. They're dinosaurs. They're completely outdated and not needed in the modern gaming landscape.
Oh, no fucking shit. And if, you know, funnily enough, Phil, in most fucking places, money can be fucking traded for goods and services. So yeah, some people really need fucking money, especially if it's a fucking job.
We need to stop putting faith in their bullshit and wait for real gamers to actually play this game and review it, okay? So, don't believe it. Wait for the game to come out. People who pay extra money will get it on the 1st. People who are waiting for Game Pass will play it on the 6th.
Okay, let's fucking pretend that we're fucking waiting for Phil Burnell's review of fucking Zelda fucking Tears of the Kingdom. Like 4 months after the fucking game came out, okay? 4 whole entire months after the game's come out, Phil Burnell finally reviews a fucking game because he fucking finished the story mode of it. And Phil can fucking go, so people can fucking go to Phil and go, okay, what did he say about the game? And Phil will go, well, this didn't work and that didn't work and I thought this was kind of shit and that was kind of shit. You know, I didn't fucking like this at all and that at all. Couldn't find a fucking plot for ages, not shit. And so, okay, how much of the game did Phil do? And he'll just say, okay, I did like 60% of the fucking game. So Phil ignored almost half the fucking game. And he fucking spent 4 months fucking playing through the entire game. And still ignored like 40% of the fucking thing. And his reviews might be fucking trusted because he's a fucking gamer. Fuck off, Phil. No, you're not the fucking person to fucking go to for game reviews. You're the person to go to for us to fucking have a good laugh at and point at and fucking play bingo at.
Wait for those dates, get their opinions, and then make a judgment on your own merits from what other people have said and what you've seen of people actually playing the game. Don't believe the early bullshit. It's nonsense, okay? So,
But literally, Phil is trying to fucking say here, don't believe that game journalists and fucking trust what gamers say as well. Fair enough. But if he's trying to fucking get people to fucking pay attention to him and his thoughts and reviews of a fucking game, he takes forever to finish fucking games compared to most content creators. So he's literally fucking turning people off from fucking using them as a fucking source unless they're willing to wait fucking months when a game's come out for Phil to finish a fucking thing.
there you go. It's that simple, all right? That's all I got to say about that. So, ooh, you can preload it today, and the reviews are coming soon. Big deal. I think that's like nonsensical. That's not news to me. All right, so ladies and gents, I'm not kidding. That's what I had to talk about on today's show. There's just not a lot going on, right? I knew it with an 8-day streaming week. I was like, you know, one of these days I'm going to run out of topics, and today I feel like I've kind of run out of topics. So outside of the fact that we need to determine if we're doing community night.
Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Barrett Wells for Super Chat says, but if his audience don't watch those early reviews, then how are they going to handhold him through the games? Yeah, that's how Phil relies on these days. Phil used to fucking rely on these fucking official game walkthroughs to turbocharge his way through every single fucking game just to fucking get it out as fast as humanly possible. Now Phil's a live streamer, it's a fucking chat that holds his fucking hand through every single fucking part of the game. So of course these fuckers are going to need to fucking get advanced copies of the fucking game to know what's fucking happening in the game to fucking then hold Phil's little hand and fucking guide him through the fucking tough sections of the game they can't just fucking button mash through.
Out of topics, and today I feel like I've kind of run out of topics. So outside of the fact that we need to determine if we're doing community night on Sunday night in Street Fighter 6 or not, outside of that, what do you guys think? What would you guys like to talk about today? All right.
How about side scrollers and their thoughts on you and their opinions on you? How about you mention that, Phil, you fucking dick?
Fine. No bullshit, no drama. People have been trying to pull me into drama for weeks. No drama, okay? I had enough of the drama, especially this week with a bunch of fucking idiots and everything going on. So, what topics would you guys like to talk about? So, Beastbond says, is Microsoft and Bethesda fucked if it flops? Fucked? I don't know if they're fucked. You know, Bethesda is one of those companies people tend to spend no matter what. They definitely need a win. Like, really, they need a win. Because they have
What would you know what a fucking win's like, Phil? You've been fucking losing for like 15 goddamn years.
had so many losses. I mean, that Redfall earlier this year, oh my god. You know, and the way that they were promoting and touting that game like it was going to be good, and it was so bad. They need something to at least say, oh, so in the last 4 years we bought all these game studios. Here's finally a good game from one of those studios. Because they literally haven't put out a good game from one of those studios that they bought yet. So they have nothing to show for all of that time and investment and hype that they talked about it. They have nothing yet. They need something concrete to show to the public, say, here's a good game that came out under the time that we owned this company, right? So that's what they need. They're looking for that first good one, correct? And yeah, it would be nice if this were the one, honestly. I would like Starfield to be good. I would like to have a nice, lengthy, fun, chill RPG experience with you guys.
Lengthy? No, Phil, your definition of fucking lengthy is like fucking 30 hours at most, surely, or 40 at push. You fucking don't like the idea of 100-hour playthroughs or 200-hour fucking playthroughs. You think those are fucking bad for you because people lose interest over fucking time and people stop supporting over time and you're desperate to get to the fucking end of the game so you can fucking get rid of it and just strike it from your fucking channel.
But we don't know if it's going to happen, right? We just don't know. So...
Mike T, he's not said anything yet about side-scrollers or Craig or Adam yet. He has told people stop fucking talking about drama and stop trying to bait him into drama. Although this week that could cover a lot of things because he banned Arkham, who made YouTube Shorts for him and all that shit, because they demanded money. Basically, you know, not demand money, but they fucking asked for compensation. That sort of drama's been happening the last few days. Phil's been banning soccer accounts the last few days. So when Phil talks about drama, there's literally several things it could fucking be in this situation. Side-scrollers Trav has sent him a super sticker. He's like the moderator essentially. He kind of organises a lot of things kind of behind the scenes. When Phil and Craig and Adam are talking, he was in the chat the whole time trying to control things about, you know what I mean, with graphics and everything else, and you know, just the look of it and everything, and moderating the chat, you know. And yes, sides. So Trev got fucking lean. There's a leaning ban right there. That fucking super sticker is not allowed, I guess. Sidescrollers Trev, who's, I think he's actually been here sometimes as well, to be fair to him. But yeah, they just got leaned by Phil for sending a super sticker. All I did was fucking basically wave hi with a super sticker, and Phil's like, get out of here. Wow. Thick skin, everyone. Very thick skin from Phil Burnell. I wonder if I can quote that. So Phil leaned that. Phil leaned that fucking Sidescrollers Trev super sticker. Does that? I'm going to take a centre square. The centre square ticked.
Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Black Metro Superchat. Says, no, guys, Starfield needs to save the business. I mean, it fucking does need something, really, because most of his audience don't give a fucking shit. They will give him some fucking money and he fucking might hit a hat, you know, if he's lucky, he'll hit a hat goal organically sometimes, but he is extremely reliant these days on a whale showing up occasionally to fucking get him a hat and a fucking vest. But that is not happening as often as it fucking used to. The normal day for DSP is basically fucking praying for Gunnar Glasses, and he's lucky to get it sometimes at that, even for the day streams. The day streams you can expect it half the time, especially when half of that fucking day stream goal is almost hit with fucking 1 minute man with his $20 contribution alone. But it's like, sometimes he's even lucky to get the Gunnar Glasses, it's crazy. But yeah, Phil leaning Side-scrollers Trev for fucking sending a super sticker, that I'm counting as a reference to Side-scrollers. So Phil leaning and banned a moderator for Side-scrollers on his fucking chat. So I'm counting it, I'm taking it. Even though it's not happening now, it's going to happen in the future because we are behind by DSP by 30 minutes. I'm going to speed up to 1.5. 1.5 speed, I'm just going to fucking turbocharge away for this.
RPG experience with you guys, but we don't know what's going to happen, right? We just don't know. So...
That's actually a good shout. Sorry. Uncle June messaged in his chat. So Uncle June must have fucking sent a message at some point there. Not a single grammatical error in my sentence. Stop faking confusion. I even mentioned you freely switch between your two accounts at DSP Gaming. So what did Uncle Jane say before? Was it just something in chat? So Uncle June just sounds like some sort of confusing fucking thing, sorry. Uncle June said, will you ever gift either of your channels a member? You have two accounts and you freely switch between them on your phone at DSP Gaming. That's a very sensible fucking question to me. So apparently Phil reads that question out in a strange fucking way. I read it and understood it straight away. Does Phil... So, Phil reading this fucking question in his chat apparently got very confused. Will you ever gift either of your channels a member? You have two accounts and you freely switch between them on your phone. And Phil apparently butchered that, but we're fucking 30 minutes behind, so we won't see it until later on, so yeah. Uncle June, not very happy with Phil, pretending that, you know, reading the message poorly essentially. And questioning the guy's fucking grammar skills. Anyway, let's crack up. We're 30 minutes behind live DSP right now. I'm at 1.5 speed. Let's turbocharge away for this and see Phil fucking slowly degrade into some sort of fucking insanity.
Okay. Let's see. Scroll up. Some people ask other things. Let's see. Oh, really? Defiant HD says they did a new dev Q&A for Starfield, but it happened right before or during the beginning of the stream, so that's why I don't know about it. All right, well, I guess I don't know anything about it to talk about. Extremely real. We're currently working on getting my characters to Master, and then once they're at Master, yes, we'll play Master matches, but I have to get them back there. So there you go. Will I ever return to GTA? Liberty City Stories or Vice City Stories. Maybe someday. It would be nice if they would remake them in a collection, because those versions that I played, remember, originally I played the PS2 versions and they sucked. They were laggy and bad and buggy. And I don't know if I ever went back and played the HD versions. I would like to maybe one day replay them, but I'm in no desperate need to, okay? Oh yeah, Jane says he's not watching He-Man. Now I got you watching He-Man, huh? Good lord. Well, that's what I used to watch, okay? That's what I used to watch when I was a kid, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. What's up, Juan? Good morning. How you doing? All right, so what's on everyone's mind? I have no shout-out, literally 0 shout-outs. No one has contributed yet this morning, so I have nothing to shout out.
Oh, boo-hoo. Get fucked, Phil.
Okay, so with how hot it's been in the Pacific Northwest, you think about ordering in Thai food and have chicken, larb, and pasta salad with a Thai tea, says Tub Tubs. No, today you want to know what we're having? Hot dogs and beans. Why? Because we make them on the stove top. We don't heat up the house. And tomorrow we're just having leftovers. We're not cooking these hot days. We're staying away from cooking. Okay.
As usual, shout out to DoorDash.
Yeah, JDTV, we're definitely not doing any nonsense. Don't worry. We're doing absolutely no nonsense and no drama. Trust me. Trust me when I say. All I will say is this, okay? It's like clockwork. It's like the most ultra predictable nonsense, all right, of how people act on the internet, right? It's at like hook, line, and fucking sinker, 1,000,000% predictable behavior from certain people. You know how they're going to behave. You know how they're going to react. They react exactly as expected. And that's why I don't wrap myself up in their bullshit. I have absolutely no desire to be wrapped up in anyone's bullshit, all right? I've gone through a bunch of bullshit earlier this year with nonsense and drama. We're done with that. I'm not getting sucked into anyone else's vortex. And I'm absolutely not letting anyone else ride my coattails and try to make profit off of me. I'm done with that bullshit. So,
are you sure about that? Because if we go back to starting Craig here, he seems to be getting quite a bit of contributions here. That's like the messenger. Trav has been banned. No free speech in Snort Korea. There's $100 contribution there from Captain Agent. Yeah, Craig is definitely profiting right now from, this. So there you go. Oh, I forgot. Pause my mistake.
Unreal.
Let's see what Phil says. What Craig says.
Legitimately, that's so fucking funny. That's so fucking funny.
That's
just the idea that Travis came in, gave him money. He's like, no.
That was essentially what was happening.
Level 1, man. Captain Agent with a $100, Phil.
Money,
Jesus Christ.
Hater bucks.
money,
Fuck me, man.
oh, money, yeah, money.
Man, that was a fucking angry fucking celebration of $100. Fuck me, Craig. Calm down. But, yeah, I think it's quite ironic that Phil. Well, it wasn't lined up exactly. Obviously, we're still behind DSP like by 35 minutes. But Phil saying that then I was going over here and seeing $100 contribution live on Craig's stream. That was like lined up fucking perfectly. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ! It wasn't perfectly fucking corresponding, but yeah, it's just that was just freaky coincidence. Yeah, bloody hell. But yeah, like Phil, as I said, I mean, I do somewhat agree that I kind of expected Craig to do this kind of solo show after the normal side scroller show. He's going to do some sort of kind of wee solo thing as well about DSP, because it does trigger some of this kind of thing happening. So Craig can just also kind of bust out the whole kind of things what DSP's been up to lately and all that shit and everything else. And I kind of saw it coming. You know what I mean? I'm not surprised that people are supportive of it and hoping to wind up Phil and all that shit, and especially anything Phil says about it. It's just going to fucking fuel more contributions for side scrollers. So yeah, Phil is essentially providing more money by even addressing the drama slightly like that. So there you go. That's my take on that. But yeah, I need to see that one more fucking time. That fucking level of just that fucking noise. One more time, Craig. One more time, pal.
Level 1, man. Captain Agent with a $100, Phil. Hater bucks.
Fucking hell. That was fucking vociferous as hell, man. That was fucking guttural. But yeah, it's kind of obvious that Craig was going to do this today, especially with the fucking back and forth with him and Adam and all that shit, and all that jazz. And also, they mentioned them as well in the Side Scrollers podcast earlier on. They had a wee segment. That's how we started the bingo today, by looking into that. So, anyway, we're well behind. Let's crack on with DSP Bingo and see if we can get a full house. We're not far away. We're fucking 7 away from a full house.
Absolutely not. We've got our usual schedule going, and we are very happy to ride with that and have a good day today as usual. So no worries there. We're playing GTA. Absolutely nothing changes. No waste of my time. Okay. Who would I say was the most evil GTA antagonist? Probably Tenpenny? Officer Tenpenny? Because he was just 1,000,000% corrupt. Like, everything he did was for personal benefit and screwing everyone else around him, and he completely abused his power. So.
I mean, there is... Remember Tenpenny's fucking ending argument? That, you know, he tried to kind of... Also, he was out for himself and fucking out for power. But he also kind of had some order of control in a sense, although he went to fucking Farbit, obviously. I don't know, I think, oh, who's the GTA 4 one? Who's the GTA 4 one? Shit, can't mind. I'm trying to remember the name of the GTA 4 one, man. But I think the GTA 4 one was fucking worse, essentially, for what they fucking did. I just can't remember the fucking name, though, but the antagonist in GTA 4 was Dimitri. Dimitri was definitely, yeah. I think Dimitri was pretty fucking scummy. So, yeah, Dimitri definitely, I think, was worse than Tenpenny, just for overall. So Cody Taylor was wondering, did I mention side-scrollers? I missed it. So, what happened? There's a moderator for side-scrollers called Travis, okay? Side-scrollers Trav is his account name. He went into DSP's chat, gave him a $2 super sticker, and got Leanin' Banned. And because of that, I decided, you know what? That is basically a Phil responded to side-scrollers. I'm going to tick side-scrollers, centre square ticked, because Phil actually Leanin' Banned, you know, side-scrollers Trav, for just giving him a $2 super sticker. No comment was left. It was just a super sticker and that was it.
There you go. What's my favorite thing about an RPG? Oh, man. You know, a perfect RPG to me is...
one that gives you lots of fucking money from dent heads. Yes, there you go, that's the answer.
A combination of... First of all, it's got to have a great story. If you don't have a riveting story that hooks you in an RPG, you're not going to care to invest the amount of time investment that it needs to get through it. I mean, how many RPGs are short, right? Typically, RPGs are some of the longer games out there. So if you don't have a good story to hook you and make you want to continue to see what you want to see characters that are interesting that will have character development. You want to see multiple plot lines unfolding over the course of the game. You want to see how those plot lines interact and intersect and how they turn into one large oversweeping narrative. You want to have resolutions to plot lines, maybe redemption stories, right? You want to see all of that in a really good RPG, basically. You want to see these cool different kinds of tones be tied together. You don't want to see everyone be a cookie-cutter protagonist who's boring, who doesn't have anything to say, a milquetoast character with nothing to them, and they just go through the motions to save the day. That's a boring RPG. You want something different with some originality and some fun, and again, something that will hook you because you care. You're invested in that story. You're invested in what you want to see, right? That's what you want, correct? Exactly. So, to me, that's primarily the best. Even if you have a game that you don't necessarily love the gameplay, you think that the graphics are outdated and the music ain't good, if the story's good, that's the primary thing for me when it comes to an RPG. Now, obviously, the best RPG would be one that has everything good together, correct? And the thing is, when you have a lot of RPGs, people say, well, Phil, a lot of the RPGs that you've played over the years are kind of grindy, right? Like those old turn-based JRPGs. How can you even stand those? Because those are just so lengthy and they're boring, right? To which I respond, to me, that's actually part of a relaxing experience with an RPG. You're not looking for super action-packed. You're essentially looking for something that you have a story that's unfolding, you have an investment of time, and that time investment pays off. I don't mind grinding in an RPG if it means that I get some kind of a good reward, like a good item at the end, or maybe leveling up and unlocking new abilities and techniques for my character that make them more fun to play moving forward in the game. I don't mind the grinding style of old-style RPG gameplay. A lot of people to this day can't stand it, and that's why you end up with shit like Final Fantasy 16. I just need action. Everything's got to be action. Yeah, I mean, look how boring that was, right? Just literally, I didn't have to pay attention. It was just, oh yeah, action, mash buttons, oh, dodge, mash buttons, dodge, activate ability, dodge, activate ability, dodge. I'm not paying attention, right? That's crappy, you know? So, on top of that, you know, RPGs, I'll be honest, have some of the best music of most video game franchises these days. Usually it's very cinematic or a big orchestra or whatever. It's very interesting, correct? And I absolutely would like that in a video game like that. Like, that's the one I would expect it in. The best music of any video game, quite frankly. So, when you combine all these elements, a story that's riveting, combat that's rewarding, music that's outstanding, you know what I mean? All of those things combined can definitely make an amazing RPG. For me, though, I'll be honest with you, it's got to be the story. I don't think I've ever played an RPG where I didn't like the story, but I toughed through it because I liked everything else. I think it's got to be the story is interesting first and primarily, and then after that, everything else comes later. You know?
But that is not the end all and be all of a fucking RPG. Like, Red Dead Redemption, in my opinion, had an amazing fucking story. That's not an RPG. But that game's story, and sometimes the music as well, some specific fucking moments in that... I'm talking about the fucking first Red Dead Redemption game. There are still moments in that fucking game that stick with me and resonate with me, you know? That fucking ride back from fucking Mexico and all that shit. The fucking time you actually fucking get to see your family you finally fucking get to fucking get your family back. That moment, you know what I mean? It's like in the fucking music it was playing and all that shit, and just, you know, it's like you finally fucking made it, you know what I mean? It's like... these moments stick with you. These are the rewarding moments in a fucking game, to me. But for Phil, it was basically a Tuesday, you know. It's like he doesn't fucking remember that shit, doesn't recall that shit. Nah, doesn't fucking resonate with him, I guess. But no, these fucking you know. So RPGs, they need to be fucking. To me, I don't fucking play a lot of RPG games, you know what I mean? But it's one of those things where I think variety is a great fucking thing in these kind of games, you know. It's great to have different options, it's great to have different outcomes, you know. So the gameplay is a very important aspect of that. Games in general, say gameplay is a very important factor. So to have fucking different ways you can fucking play a game and get different endings and all that shit as well, and different outcomes and different scenarios and all that shit, you know what I mean? That's a big factor to me, you know, in these kind of games, you know. It's good. It's nice that, that's why I couldn't play LA Noire again. LA Noire is a fucking great game, but groundbreaking, you know, the fucking hair, the hair looked fucking weird as hell, but it was kind of a groundbreaking, interesting attempt at a game, but it was quite linear in a sense as well, where, I know you could go different routes of how to fucking figure things out, but the story never really changed, you know, in terms of who the fucking bad guy is, not shit, and there's no real different endings to that game. So once we played LA Noire once, you were kind of okay, and that was it for you. There was nothing else to fucking explore. It didn't really have replayability to it. I know LA Noire's not an RPG, but you get what I'm saying though. I like it when games give you kind of options and choice as well, and how to fucking do things, and it's fun to explore. But yeah, some games you just need that fucking great kind of. Some games fucking are great at keeping you playing. They bring you back for fucking more.
You know what I mean? Or everything else is the icing on the cake. So that for me, that would be my honest answer. Would be stories is primary. Oh boy, look what's going on here. Oh, stories number one, and everything else comes second. He's back to needing my legs.
Fucking scratch him, Jasper.
Joel Law says, would you prefer a new Mass Effect or a new Witcher if you could choose? I mean, you guys know my answer. It's going to be Mass Effect. I love the Mass Effect original trilogy, even though the third one kind of sucked, let's be honest. I still think that Mass Effect was one of the best franchises of the last 20 years. It sucks that Andromeda really ruined the franchise as it did, but now they're redoing it, right? But for me, it would be Mass Effect, but obviously I want Mass Effect to be good again. I want it to go back to the original feelings of like the original Mass Effect 1. Because when I played Mass Effect 1, I felt like I was playing Star Trek, but also like kind of an action-based like game kind of together. It was like Star Trek plus. And I liked that. There were races of, you know, aliens that were interesting, and you wanted to learn about their cultures and all about their biology and how different they were from humans, and you wanted to learn about all the political strife between all these different groups and how everything unfolded. And then on top of that, you had this whole, you know, kind of almost alien invasion plot line and stuff like that going on. It was great. That was like, wow, it's actually Star Trek, but it's a super good interactive game, right? And then they went from that and they kind of degraded it down to a shooter. Like Mass Effect 3 is literally a shooter. There's no RPG elements at all. It doesn't even feel like an RPG, okay? So I would say to me, it's definitely Mass Effect. Mass Effect is the big one that I would want to come back. Witcher is great. Don't get me wrong. Witcher 3 was outstanding. Had some of the most meaningful side content you could ever see, really. But I just have no desire, you know, to go back to that franchise at this time. We haven't heard much about Witcher. I think they're making multiple new Witcher games, are they not? They are making multiple new Witcher games. I thought they said, but we don't have any information or details on them yet. I would be way more interested in Mass Effect being good again. Okay? So there you go. All right. Does Jasper have a bow tie? Yes, he does. Yes, you do.
Hold on. I need to show this. I need to show this before it goes away. TK in Phil's chat. By the way, Side Scroller's Trav was me, so I guess I should charge back since I am not real. Hey Phil, how's your day going? TK apparently has a soccer kit. I don't know if this is fucking just trolling or whatever. Side Scroller's Trav was me too, so I guess I should charge. What the fuck's going on? They're really trying to bait Phil today. They really are. I imagine he's still doing the podcast now. Yeah. Phil usually ends the podcast, but now he's still going by the, you know, he's a Y pose right fucking here, so he's still going, it looks like. Fucking hell. Let's just crack on a bingo and see if we can get a full house. Actually, before we even do that, let's just check in with fucking, here we go. Let's just check in here.
Interview or Rich because he has a hate boner for Melanie Mack. Man, I don't know. I don't understand how these people are so fucking broken. I don't understand. I reach out, like, let me say this about, if I can get into the lolcow shit, right? Let me say this about Rich. Rich put a tweet out.
Don't care. I don't care. I'm sorry. I don't care. I don't care about fucking RT too much. Let's just crack on in our bingo and focus on Phil.
He has a cute little bow tie on his collar. Yes, he does. I agree. The Heart of Stone and the Blood and Wine DLC expansions for Witcher 3 were some of the best expansions ever for an RPG. They were like their own standalone games. They were seriously good. Seriously good. Okay. No, Jasper doesn't dress up for Halloween. He does not like wearing outfits. We tried. He hates them. He takes them right off or just itches at them constantly and tries to destroy them with his claws. No, we're not giving him a Halloween outfit. Will I be reacting to the Sungundees Game Awards? Yes. I'm canceling the entire schedule today. We're going to react to the live to the Sungundees Game Awards. I actually don't know what the hell you're talking about, but okay. What's going on, Mark? Good morning. Good morning, Willow. How are you? Welcome, everybody. Do I think the worst game of this year is Final Fantasy? No. Listen, Final Fantasy 16 is a perfectly enjoyable game. It's just not Final Fantasy. Do you understand? Like, what they did is they took the name Final Fantasy and they slapped it on a game that literally plays nothing whatsoever like any other Final Fantasy game before. It abandoned every single thing that made a game Final Fantasy.
Well, I think so. This person in Phil's chat pretending to be side scores Trav, or sort of kind of side. The thing is, though, I don't think Phil believes that you can charge back super chats. You absolutely can. Chargebacks can be sorry. Super chats can be charged back. This person somehow's not banned yet. So, work account, and I can charge back on my credit card. But yeah, if I didn't get what I paid for, so there you go. But yeah, Phil, I think is under the delusion that you cannot charge back super chats, but there is a way to do it. Trust me, I mean they work just like PayPal essentially. But in YouTube, if a successful chargeback will just basically take it from your following monthly payment. It will just it will actually impact it as well. So yeah, Phil, I think, is thinking that you cannot charge back super chats, but you can. Also, apparently there's a turbo node there. I'll just make sure. Sorry, I'll rewind it just to be sure.
Do I think the worst game of this year is Final Fantasy? No. Listen,
That is definitely a turbo nose. Good spot, guy. I was really fucking reading Phil's chat team. Fucking notice that. There's a turbo nose right there. Fantastic. We are 6 away from a full house. Hopefully we can get it.
Final Fantasy 16 is a perfectly enjoyable game. It's just not Final Fantasy. Do you understand? Like, what they did is they took the name Final Fantasy and they slapped it on a game that literally plays nothing whatsoever like any other Final Fantasy game before. It abandoned every single thing that made a game Final Fantasy. I already said this. If they called it Iconic Legacy or Iconic Kingdom, right? That game would probably have been rated a 7 out of 10 and would have been perfectly passable for just another JRPG. But they called it Final Fantasy 16 so people would buy it and play it based on the name recognition, and that prompted every reviewer to give it a 9 or 10 out of 10 because they're idiots. Okay? The game is not Game of the Year contention in any way, shape, or form. It doesn't perform well on console. It's incredibly repetitive, grindy, and boring when it comes to the gameplay, which is not rewarding whatsoever. The one saving grace of the game is the plot. But it's hard to enjoy the plot when the pacing is so bad. So it's just like, it's not the worst game of the year. No, it's not a terrible game. It's a perfectly passable RPG. It's just not great. You know, just because I don't like a game as much as others doesn't mean that I think it's the worst game of the year. That's a ridiculous thing to say. What's my plan for October 20th? Spider-Man 2 and Super Mario Wonder? Spider-Man would absolutely always be the priority. Like, that would be the daytime stream. The platformer would always be night. Platformers, you're in no rush to get into them. You can take your time with the platformer. It's no big deal. You always want the narrative-based game would be the major. Always, so. Oh, Jade, you're watching the Netflix He-Man? I told you I didn't like that one. When they remade He-Man years and years ago, I actually tried watching it, and I was falling asleep. Like, I couldn't watch it. I thought it was so boring. So, I don't like that one. Felix the Maid, I'm trying to eat pad thai for the last 30 minutes. It's too much for me to eat. Do you get that whenever you eat pad thai? Well, pad thai is the noodle dish that has peanuts, but it's spicy, correct? I think pad thai is all right. I've only had it a few times. I prefer other dishes. Like, there's this, I'm trying to remember. Last time that my wife and I ordered Thai food many months ago, I got something really good. It was sweet, but it was also spicy. But I can't remember what the hell it was. I'd have to look at my order history to figure out what the hell it was. But it was really good. But it's not, usually I don't get pad thai. I'll get something else. Yes, Abdullah, we're aware. I talked about this a couple days ago on the new segment that Assassin's Creed Mirage will be released early. Correct. What's my favorite John Candy film? Your Street from Accounting says his is The Great Outdoors. Man, John Candy. The late, great John Candy was in many good movies. Sometimes great cameos, and sometimes as a main attraction, right? Uncle Buck's a great one. That's a really good one. Obviously, everyone's going to say Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. With him and Steve Martin, and their chemistry is amazing. Man, thinking back, I gotta think back of all these movies. You know, okay, you know what's a weird movie that John Candy made that most people don't mention? It's one of those ones that most people didn't see, or if they saw it, they didn't like it. Who's Harry Crumb? Did you ever see that one? That's a weird movie. Back then in the 80s, for some reason, every comedian had a movie where they decided that they were going to dress up in a bunch of disguises. And I don't know why. Like, all the major comedians did these movies. And this is the one where I guess he's playing like I think he's a detective or a private eye, and he keeps dressing up in ridiculous disguises that no one's going to believe, but he's pretending like he's a good, like, I think at one point he's wearing like blackface. I'm serious. Like, he's wearing blackface in it and all this other stuff, and that's probably why no one mentions it anymore.
No wonder Phil likes it. He's like, oh, hey, he's fucking doing blackface. I wish I could be that guy.
But the reason I remember it is because it was on HBO a million fucking times. It was literally on HBO like 100 times. They kept playing this movie over and over. So I probably saw it like 400 times. All right? But it's just not that good. It's all right. It's a passable John Candy comedy. But for some reason, all comedians of the 80s had a movie where they decided they were going to dress up in a bunch of disguises. I don't know why they did it. It's not funny. It's not believable. I don't know.
Personally, for me, in case anyone's interested, Cool Runnings was pretty fucking cool. Also, John Candy was in that, you know what I mean, as a coach. You know what I mean? Which I thought was kind of funny. See, John Candy being a big beefy bastard himself with some sort of, you know, former, you know, Olympic kind of style bobsledder. And it's like, okay, it's a wee bit incredible how he let himself go that badly, if that's to be believed, but it's still great acting in that movie. Also, it wasn't the only that did it, the fucking cops chasing down the Blues Brothers, you know? I'm pretty sure he's one of the fucking, you know, detectives trying to find these fucking Blues Brothers and fucking arrest them and all that shit, you know? So there we go. That was a kind of wee side character as well. Spaceballs, of course, he's in fucking Spaceballs. John Candy's a fucking great actor. And of course, Uncle Buck is a classic, of course, naturally. And his wee cameo in Home Alone was brilliant too.
It's really weird. That's true. He was really good in Cool Runnings as well, but that's not really a comedy starring him. He's actually the more dramatic character in that one, right?
I mean, he has quite a few funny moments in it.
What's the longest layover I ever had when I had to fly? If I remember correctly, the longest layover I had was around 10 hours, and that was because my flight got canceled. I remember I can't remember where the airport was at all, but everyone got off the first plane, and we were supposed to get on the next plane, and they canceled the flight. So the entire flight of people were just sitting there with nothing to do all day long until another flight opened up that they could put us all on. So we all just sat there in the airport for like 10 hours doing absolutely nothing. It was so boring. You know, what do? You get some reading materials. Back then, you couldn't have the internet. This was like the 2000s, so there was no internet on your phone. So the only thing you could do was go buy things to read. So I think I bought a bunch of magazines and like a book. I sat around reading and drinking, you know, some stuff from like a snack shop or whatever, just killing time. Incredibly boring. And nothing you could do about it back then. You were just stuck. Today, everyone has internet on their phone. They have shit to do all day, right? Play a fucking mobile game or whatever. Back then, it was nothing. So it sucked. But that was unintentional. Like, I would never book a flight where I have an insane layover like that. Intentionally. That was completely unintentional. Oh yeah, Captain says he has, hold on, it blocked. He has 1 hour in Atlanta, then to Knoxville. Yeah, 1 hour layovers are fine. It gives you enough time to get off the plane, stretch your legs, use the bathroom, maybe grab a drink, and jump right on the next flight. Ideally, that's kind of the layover you want. You want about an hour. It gives you enough time to do everything and not feel rushed. When's the last time I played a PS1 game? Oh, what was the last PS1 game I played, guys? You guys remember? It had to have been for YouTube. I couldn't tell you what it was. Oh my goodness. Wait. Jasper tickling my hand with his nose. I'm trying to read the chat. It's tickling. You're welcome, Steve. He says, thanks for answering my questions. Yes, I do this every day pretty much. As long as we have time for it. Some podcasts, I have a ton of things to talk about. We don't have this big segment. Today, particularly, we don't have much to talk about. Mr. Game Master said, did you talk about the new South Park game? No, I don't know anything about a new South Park game. I saw nothing about it today in the news. Was there a new South Park game coming out? I'm not aware of this. You got my hair. You licked my hair. Okay, Abdullah says Tekken 2 and Resident Evil Director's Cut were the last PS1 games I played. There you go. That would have been last summer when PS Plus Premium launched, and I tried those games off digitally on the PS5. There you go. There's your answer. Thank you, Abdullah. I've never been to a Paramount theme park. I don't know what that is. There's a Paramount theme parks? I didn't even know that. The only movie-themed theme park I'm aware of is Universal Studios. Where do I get all my news? The X app. I love it. People post up. They go, did you know that Starfield is preloadable starting on August 17th? X gonna give it to you. Just like that. That's what everyone does. X gonna give it to you. Gonna give you news. Yes. The fucking X app. It's so stupid. Jeff Soroy, or Soros, I don't know how to say your name, says it's gonna be called South Park Snow Day. Due out sometime 2024. There's a minute teaser out for it. Oh, I did not see that. That's right. Rest in peace, DMX. Rest in peace to DMX. You're kneading my leg again. Don't you dare lay down on my lap. You're not allowed. Not today. Okay? Captain says I can only stop by for a bit. Out with my mom for lunch. See you when I get home. Sounds good. Enjoy your lunch, DCW. Have a good one. Get something yummy. Jasper, you're really inspecting my desk today. What is so interesting? There's nothing too interesting. No, that's the bottle cap. Don't you dare try to steal my bottle cap. Then I can't reseal my seltzer. The new South Park game will be full 3D, no longer 2D. Oh god, what's it gonna be? The only 3D South Park game I remember is when they tried to make one that was a first-person shooter on the Nintendo 64, and it was not very good. Jasper gonna give it to you. He gonna give it to you. Jasper, say something. He says nothing. He never speaks. Shut up, bitch. On camera, that is. He is a very talkative kitty off camera. On camera, clams right up. JDTV says Crew Motorfest went gold, and I know that I'm not too interested in it, but the beta was amazing. Oh yeah. Is the Crew Motorfest going to be either on Game Pass or on like PS Plus or something? I'm not buying it. Other than that, though, I'm not going to spend any money on it. What's an underrated Chinese food dish? I don't know. I'm not a connoisseur of Chinese cuisine. I like all kinds of like Chinese food. Let's see. I like lo mein. I like chow mein. I like fried rice. You know, I like Chinese cuisine is very different. There's many different things you can get. Dim sum, right? Dim sum is Chinese, and dim sum is absolutely amazing, right?
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Prophet, for the super chat. It says, X gonna give it to you, Phil gonna take it from you. Jesus fucking Christ, Prophet, what do you make me say? Cheers, Prophet, for making me fucking say that. Fucking hell.
Dim sum, right? Dim sum is Chinese, and dim sum is absolutely amazing, right? But again, I'm not a connoisseur. I wouldn't know a million different Chinese food dishes or anything. Can I get Paramount Plus and review the new Star Trek show, Strange New Worlds? You're the first person, Stealthy Kubo, to ask me to do so. Considering that that's one person in my viewer base, for now I'll say no. But if there is a desire to see that in the long term, if you guys ask me, then I would say I would check it out. But right now, I don't think I want to get a whole new streaming service just to watch one show. Is it any good? What do people think about that show? I've seen advertisements for it, but I don't know exactly if it's any good or not. Long says Strange New Worlds is great. I will second the ask. That's 2 people who have asked me so far to see Strange New Worlds. When is Strange New Worlds set? What is the time frame? Like, what is the lore? What is the show? I don't know anything about it. It feels more like 90s Star Trek shows. It's Commander Pike. Who was Commander Pike? The name sounds very familiar. Who was that? No, the Crew Motorfest is not on Game Pass. Okay, thank you, JDTV. Commander Pike sounds incredibly familiar, but I can't remember. Oh, it was Captain Kirk's captain, so it's before Captain Kirk. Oh. It's a prequel. Oh, no.
When I heard Pike, my dumbass British-style mind went to Dad's Army. Because there was a young recruit in Dad's Army called Pike. So my dumbass went in there. It's a 70s comedy show about fucking, basically the home guard. And making sure, they're basically just fucking normal people that work during the day and whatever, but they fucking are like the home armed forces essentially. During the fucking war, fucking looking out for fucking Germans trying to sneak over and all that shit. Like fucking fishermen and fucking bankers and all that shit, man, or whatever, or just whatever, yeah. People that have watched Dad's Army will know exactly who Pike is, Give me a name, don't tell him Pike. It's a great fucking classic fucking bit of British comedy.
It's a prequel. Oh no, why did they make a prequel? You guys know how I feel about prequels. I hate them. I hate prequels. Why do I hate prequels? Because if it's a prequel that's canon, then that means that it has to adhere to everything you already know about what happened after. Therefore, you can't have anything crazy happen, right? You will never on Strange New World find out about a new alien race that could threaten the entire galaxy. Why? Because then you would already know about them because of all the shows that came after. You understand? All you can maybe know is, the first time we encountered them ever. But who cares? Because you already know what happens in the future. I hate prequels.
Prequels could fucking have it so that fucking alien race is extinct because they got fucking nuked into oblivion or some pish fill. There's plenty of wiggle room these sci-fi kind of shows.
They're a waste of time, man. I just don't enjoy them. I think that they're annoying. Long says, I hate them normally too. Strange New Worlds is great. Star Trek doesn't have to stick to canon. They can play with time. What? Oh, no. Dabhan says, Strange New Worlds is arguably one of the best Star Trek series we've had since the original series. What was the one that everyone hated? Enterprise? Star Trek Enterprise? Is that the one everyone hates? Right? Wasn't that the one that had the Klingons that didn't have the Klingon forehead and everyone was confused? Or something like that? Oh, Discovery. Star Trek Discovery. That's the one. Everyone hates it. Oh, really? Enterprise was the ultimate prequel. Oh, never mind. Enterprise is a different one. I got all my Star Treks confused.
War Dog's desperate to get in. He's a bit of a fucking Trekkie, I believe. So he's desperate to fucking. I mean, for fuck's sake, hold on. Let me just. You want to rant, War Dog?
Okay. This fucking dumbass is ruining Star Trek. All right, I will tell you all what it's about. So, The Strange New Worlds is essentially, yes, it's a prequel, but it's a prequel where we have Captain Pike in charge of the Enterprise. This is before Kirk is ever a part of it. Kirk does show up, spoilers, he does show up because it was the second season. So, he does, but at the moment, Kirk's only a lieutenant. He then gets promoted into a commander. Eventually, Kirk will be stationed on board the Enterprise, and Pike will have his well-known accident that everyone remembers that Pike's in the chair. That's the accident that takes Pike out of, command of the Enterprise. Kirk then takes over as captain of the Enterprise. So then, what happens? So it's not a prequel. I mean, so it's not bad. It's really fucking good, right? He's really fucking this up. The reason why the Klingons didn't have the ridges is because in the episode The Trouble with Tribbles, it was done because they were trying to infiltrate Starfleet and, star bases, so they genetically engineered themselves to remove their ridges. This is why when Kirk had a Tribble, it reacted to one of the people on the station. Because he realized they react to Klingons, which is why when the DS9 episode, Trials and Tribulations, they all look at Worf, and Worf says that we don't talk about this because it was a thingy time and for Klingons because they fucked it up.
Right, and Dashi also has joined the call, so I think Dashi's got an opinion as well on Star Trek.
I can actually further explain this if you watched Enterprise. When Fox got kidnapped, because the Klingons were experimenting with enhancing genetic levels of stuff. That's how they got. That's how That's where the no ridges originally came from.
Which is why they were trying to infiltrate. They used that to try and infiltrate, which is why they don't have the ridges.
This was literally just a genetic defect of their own work. The Cure removed their ridges, and it lasted for several generations.
So this is why when it was Discovery, which is predates before this, they hadn't done it yet. But that was a new kind of. That's why the Klingons look different. So the fact that he's saying, "Oh no, it's a prequel," this is probably one of the best shows out at the moment, because it's showing where we've got Spock, who has gone through. So we got Nurse Chapel, who is part of the Enterprise crew in the early days. Which has got this explains why in the TOS series, the Nurse Chapel had the hots for Spock, because back in the day they had a thing. So and it sort of all explains that Dr. Umbenga was on the Enterprise. So you've even got you have Scotty who's on there. It sets up all these other characters who were already part of the Enterprise before Kirk took over. We even had an episode, I think it was in the first series, where Pike was showing essentially his future. And
yes, I know the episode.
And it showed them the Balance of Terror episode, which is very, very famously known. But instead of Kirk being in command of the Enterprise, it was Pike, and Kirk was in command of the Farragut. It played out pretty much almost the exact same way, apart from instead of just being the Enterprise and the Romulan Bird of Prey, it was the Enterprise, the Farragut, and the Enterprise and the Romulan Bird of Prey, with Kirk obviously being on board the Farragut as captain. So it showed Pike it was like a complete different timeline if he hadn't get injured. And it was like a thing he went where he didn't save the 3 cadets. It was Spock that did it, and Spock was the one that got injured and lost a leg. So because even Pike himself had gone back in time when he was wearing the kind of the Star Trek film outfit, the red uniform, which I love.
That Pike was in the Admiral's uniform.
Yeah, so he was in the kind of Captain Kirk, one from this episode 6, Star 6 and all that stuff, that uniform. And he was saying it's hell. The Federation is lost. So essentially what Phil is saying, that all this crap is all rubbish. This is a really good fucking show.
Yeah.
Counterpoint Prophet, Q is not dead. Q showed up at the very end of Picard season 3 to his son. We're going to be nerding out quite a bit. Shut it.
Yeah, Prophet's just fucking trying to beat you.
And the thing is, so Prophet said about Q, Q literally stated that, in Q's own words, you humans think in so linear concepts. So Q is actually that's a Q from another time of his own stream, because Q can go anywhere in time and space.
Cool.
So
all hail John Delancey. All hail John Delancey.
So good when he showed it.
This new show is a prequel, but it's pretty good, and Phil's fucking misinformed as usual.
Yeah, it's
as good as late DS9.
Yeah, it's also, do you know what I mean? It's also dark as shit. It's really fucking gruesome. Like we just watched the end of season 2. They show some fucked up stuff, and this Star Trek ain't afraid to show some gruesome shit, shall we say?
Yeah, kill stuff. So Phil's missing it essentially by just dismissing it. It's fucking prequel and it's not.
If everyone remembers the Gorn and how fucking silly looking they do, they look generally terrifying in this edition. And to the point where there was one episode, the first time we seen the Gorn for the very first time, it was almost, you could think it was done by Ridley Scott, who did, who made Aliens.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it is that fucking terrifying. It was like, holy shit.
Right, cool stuff.
So this Star Trek doesn't shy away. If anyone's not watched it, you should go and give it a shot. It's fucking phenomenal. The ship looks amazing. And there's certainly going to be some. I think you even see a Klingon D5, D7. I think it is. Later on.
I think it's a D7.
Yeah, I think it's So you definitely see that. You see them. We've seen the Gorn. I don't think we've seen any other big races.
Right. Okay, well, gentlemen, I do appreciate the update and the Star Trek stuff, you know what I mean? But we need to get back to the bingo. We're quite far behind.
I was sitting here playing fucking Yakuza Like a Dragon, listen to this shit. I'm like, no, do not talk shit about my Star Trek.
I definitely appreciate you correcting and whatever, but we need to get back to the bingo, guys. I'm going to end it with Prophet saying, Q created the Force, prove me wrong.
I mean, it's Q, you probably did it for
fun. You prove him wrong. You don't need to prove me wrong. You need to prove him wrong.
Q did a lot of shit for fucking around. He pissed around with, Mon Capitan. He fucked around with Captain Janeway, Madam Captain. He banged another Q, left his son with Janeway. Was made human in the Next Generation because he fucked around and found out. So yeah, Q's done a lot, and also I think he appeared in DS9 now and then, but didn't really do too much.
He only appeared in DS9 once, and it was fucking shite.
Gentlemen, I don't want to interrupt you, but apparently,
it's fine.
Apparently, Starring Craig is offering Phil $1,000 to be in the show. Otto Insane is in the chat saying Rich. It's not Craig. Sorry, it's Rich. Rich is offering Phil $1K to come on his show. That's what All Insane is saying. I don't know where that came from.
So this whole thing, because they're trying to see if Phil's a man, right? And it's like Phil saying, "Oh, I don't want to, I'm not going to make anyone. I'm not going to let anyone ride my coattails and stuff and give them, a platform, some shit." But hey, Telly. So whenever he says, "I'm not going to talk about this," or people stop talking about this, but we just want to talk about it, he's fucking talking about it. The best thing he can do is just completely fucking ignore it.
And Lavinia,
say nothing.
Lavinia is in the chat in Side Scroller right now. Lavinia is right there, is in the chat inside Score, so they're fucking. There you go, they're fucking drama happening. Anyway, I'm gonna just fucking get on my bingo. Don't want to fall too far behind.
I showed a tweet now.
Yeah, I know. I showed this tweet. That was the one that Phil fucking reacted to earlier on. But this is Side Score's Trav. This is Trav right here. This is the other Side Score member who apparently superchatted earlier on and got banned. So there we go. This is Travis. Anyway, I want to get back on my bingo. Don't want to fall too far behind. And but I do appreciate the Star Trek inputting and also correcting Phil's ignorant spirits, as well as also promoting a show. It does sound like an interesting show. Also, it's not just you guys that are fucking praising it. Even Phil's own chat is saying it's a great fucking show. So
they even did a crossover with the show Lower Decks. That was fucking phenomenal. That episode, it's split into live action and then also the Lower Decks style
animation.
Yeah, I didn't realize that the what's his name, the commander in Lower Decks, his wife is actually the commander in Stranger Worlds. I didn't realize that. I was like, oh, that's fucking cool. So
Jesus, man, I'm just gonna keep an eye on fucking Twitter as well. So we take USA on Twitter is challenging, not challenging Phil, but offering Phil like $1,000 to be honest, fucking show.
He won't take it.
Nah.
He keeps trying to the thing as well for Phil is that he needs to stop replying and fucking quote tweeting and all that kind of shit because he's digging this hole himself.
He really is, But that's what I'm saying. Is this happening in real time? Also, right now we know it's this. For example, is live right now. Side Scrolls and still going through it, but we're behind on Phil by 50 minutes now or something. 40 minutes. But he's still doing the podcast, I think. Actually, he's not even recording for gameplay yet. He is.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the podcast finished 7 minutes ago, essentially, which is quite long. For having nothing to talk about, that podcast went a long time then. So, I'm just going to crack on with a bingo. But thank you for informing me, guys, of the Star Trek stuff. You know what I mean? I don't watch it myself. You know what I mean? But it is interesting to hear all the shows. Apparently, really interesting, and it's like it's done really well as well. So, I might actually check out a couple of episodes for sure.
I will say, like, the way they put, like, all the characters are portrayed very well. Like, they've been good, like, Uhura as well in it. And there was one episode that I thought was going to be a cringe fest. And I don't know if anyone here remembers Buffy the Vampire Slayer and that, the kind of singing episode.
Oh, I thought I was going to wait for you to mention that. Yeah. That is fucking funny.
Jesus.
So they had like the kind of singing episode. The good thing is with this Star Trek, they actually knew they were singing and it was constant, so it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. So.
Anyway, I'm just going to crack on. But before we even continue, thanks first of all to Methbear for tipping £3. It says, when I hear Pike, I think of Hassan Pikey because he steals content like lead off a church roof. He also needs his mommy to make a chicken tendies for him because he's a bitch. So thank you, Methbear, for that. Jesus, man, don't hold it back. Like you say what you really fucking feel. Bloody hell. Anyway, I'm just going to crack on my bingo, but thanks again for informing me about the Street Fighter. Street Fighter. Star Trek, sorry. Fucking looked at something on the side there that had Street Fighter on it. Anyway, fuck it. Thank you guys for the Star Trek and education.
After Voyager, I've never seen any Star Trek, so I don't know any others. Yeah. Everyone loved Picard Season 3. Well, then people say that Star Trek Picard Season 3 is essentially the final season of The Next Generation, right? I don't have any thoughts on Exoprimal. When it came out, like I told you guys, it looks like Exoprimal is a perfectly fine summertime action co-op game. A game that it's out in the summer, you play it for a month or two with your friends, you grind, you have some good times, and then you move on, right? It's not a game that's like a hyper-focus. It's not something that a lot of people are going to end up loving long-term, but it's something that was perfectly acceptable for a summertime romp, and then you just move on and you forget about it, right? So that's really my take on it. That's why I didn't play it. I don't really care about games like that. D-Man says another obscure movie like Who's Harry Clone? My Blue Heaven. My Blue Heaven starring Steve Martin, where he played a reformed mobster, which is hilarious. There's no way that he's a mobster, right? But he plays a reformed mobster, and I remember the entire movie. Well, I remember parts of the movie, because again, it was one that was played on HBO constantly. I remember he's in the supermarket, and there's a woman that he thinks is hot, and his line to her is, "You can't be in the frozen aisle." And she goes, "Why?" And he goes, "Because you'll melt all the stuff." And she turns to him and goes, "Oh." Yes, I remember those movies, those terrible movies. They used to be on HBO constantly. I remember them. Anyway, good afternoon, Cracker Jacks. How are you? Good to see you. Did I watch My Little Pony? Admittedly, I've never watched My Little Pony. Yes, 1980s Little Shop of Horrors is great. That is a great movie. Even as cheesy as it is a great watch. It's funny, it's scary, it's got hilariously silly music. It's great, man. I love that movie. Are spring rolls underrated, overrated, or perfectly rated? I don't know, because I don't know how they're rated. I think spring rolls are all right. For me, if I'm going to have an egg roll, I prefer to have something with meat in it, like shrimp or pork or something in it. But a spring roll is just veggies, and that's fine. If you have like a good dipping sauce and a crispy on the outside, it's pretty good. But I would prefer like an egg roll with some meat in it. Oh, excuse me. Elysian says, we need a Final Fantasy VIII playthrough. Interested in seeing your reaction to the game in modern times. Top 2 Final Fantasies for me personally. Maybe one day we'll do it. I know that they remade it in HD a couple years ago, right? It's something to think about. It's one that I would consider for downtime at some point in the future, for sure. Shout out to TK with the first actual contribution of the day, no lie. It's a Hey You anthropomorphic pear super sticker. Thank you to TK for that. I appreciate that. Very good. You can have meat in a spring roll? I've never heard of meat in a spring roll before. Any spring roll I've ever seen, it's not that thicker breading that has more grease to it. It's like very thin. You can almost see through it. And it's always tightly wrapped and has veggies inside. Those are the spring rolls I've had. And you always have some kind of a dipping sauce. I've never seen Ed, Ed, and Eddie. No, that was after my time of watching cartoons. You gotta remember, I'm 41 years old. By the time that those kind of cartoons were coming out, I was already like in my early 20s. So I wasn't watching cartoons actively. Okay. Oh, I don't know what a lumpia? Tub says lumpia or something. They're meat in them and they are made with spring roll dough. Never heard of it. A lumpia. It came out in 1998. Yeah, again, in 1998, I was what? 16, 17? You know? Do you think I was actively watching children's cartoons? I was playing competitive Street Fighter and traveling to play it all around the country. I was working a lot during those days to make money. And I was in high school, you know, junior year, senior year, whatever. Junior year. So, no, I wasn't watching Ed, Ed, and Eddie. I had other things to do.
Ed, Ed, and Eddie is one of the greatest fucking cartoons to ever come from Cartoon Network. I think it's an extremely underrated cartoon. I was pretty much like I was also, you know, like young kid or whatever, basically young teen growing up. But Ed, Ed, and Eddie was a shit, man. It was a great fucking cartoon. Ed, the first one, you know, Ed 1D was a fucking incredible source of fucking, you know, comedy. That guy could just do anything. He was like fucking just insane. He was like defying the laws of physics all the goddamn time.
Other things were on my mind than Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Sorry about that. Do I remember Captain Planet? Well, I remember that he's a hero and he's going to take pollution down to 0. I'm trying to remember all the lyrics. I can't remember. Something, 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 but he's fighting on the planet side. Captain Planet. Gonna help him burn asunder bad guys who like to loot and plunder. We're the Planeteers, you could be one too, and saving our planet is the thing to do. Looting and polluting are not the way. Here's what Captain Planet has to say. The power is yours. I almost remember all the lyrics. There's like one part that I forgot. So there you go. Did I enjoy handheld gaming? I don't really do handheld gaming anymore. I do grind a little bit in various mobile games. You know, off camera, not a lot of time invested in them these days. I was at one point invested a lot, but that was like 5 to 6, 7 years ago. I'm trying to think exactly when. Like 2015, 2016 was when I was playing mobile games the most, and I haven't really invested that much in it since then. All right.
Define that much. Is it only $100,000? That's not much for Phil Burnell in the grand scheme of things.
So, look at this. Yeah, it's fake. Look at this. A fake account. A fake account just did a super chat. Well, I'm just going to ban that right away.
Also, apparently it was a fake Side Scrollers account. So that must have been the time when he actually banned the Side Scrollers Trav account. And Phil said, yeah, it's a fake account, whatever. That's a kind of strange thing to say. How do you know it's a fucking fake account? I don't know, it's kind of weird.
Completely fake. What an idiot. Okay. Will I either gift either of my channels a member? Huh?
Oh, it's the bit where he just...
What does that even mean?
Insults
Will I either gift either of my channels a member? Huh? Eh? From what I'm to understand.
For fuck's sake. RTU's on Side Scrollers right now, for fuck's sake. What's that fucking bald idiot doing on there? Fuck me, man. Right, let's unmute this.
I mean, it has intent behind it, okay? So I'm being used, that implies. So my opinion doesn't matter. That's what a token is. So when you say a gay man is just a token gay because you disagree
Don't
with
try to
his
flip it in that's something homophobic
it
that
is,
I'm saying.
It's,
Stop
Rich,
it.
It is homophobic.
How?
What were we talking about,
How?
Rich? What were we talking about? What was the subject we were talking about?
What was the subject we were talking about? Refresh me.
Homophobia, right?
Yeah. You had Melanie Mack. Here's the thing.
Wait. Whose opinion should matter more? A gay guy or you? So when you dismiss my opinion by calling me a token,
you're one person in the community, dude.
Exactly.
You're
I'm the
one
only
person
I
in
was
the
the
community.
I was the only
you're
person
not
talking.
speaking for everybody,
I was
just
the only
like I don't
person
speak
talking.
for everybody.
I was the only person talking, Rich. So if I'm the only person talking who happens to be gay,
I don't really care. Sorry, I mean, it's not. I mean, Rich apparently said a bunch of dumb things. Okay, fair enough. But it's yeah, fucking. No. Okay, no, not for me. Okay, not for me. Before we even get back to Phil, we need some more. No, that's no otters. That's the otters. Here we go. The otters. Nice, cool. Anyway, we're way behind on Phil. Let's just crack on, mate. There's some otters for you. At least there was some otters. There's one over there just chilling like a villain and blend in with a fucking background there. But anyway, cracking on with the bingo. In fact, I'm going to go 1.75 speed because we are fucking miles behind. So let's crack on with things.
I could be wrong, all right? Basically, the reason YouTube doesn't allow you to gift memberships on your own channel, just like I believe over on Twitch it's the same thing. Like you can't gift out subs to your own channel. I guess there's something to do legally with like paying yourself or something like that, to my knowledge, or else they wouldn't prevent it. I mean, why would they prevent it if there was no problem, right? I guess legally there's something with, like, if I were to gift memberships to my own channel, but then I'm making money on it, like, I don't know the legal ramifications or anything of that, okay? I just don't know, but...
Well, you're allowed to gift memberships to your channel. Yes, you're paying for them, but it's your audience to reap the benefits for it.
For my understanding that's the deal. Like they prevent it for a reason. There's a legal reason why you're not able to give things out on your own channel like that. Okay, so I think what this person is suggesting is I have 2 YouTube channels, so why don't I log into one YouTube channel to then gift memberships to the other channel, right? Well, probably for the same reason that you don't gift to yourself, because there's probably problems with that, right? Why, you know what I mean? Like there's a reason why they're preventing it. Why open up the hornet's nest when you know I don't know how that's exactly would benefit anyone. I just I'm just gonna get me in trouble because the moment that I do anything like that, I'll get mass reported all over the internet. Oh my God, did you hear that Phil is fucking laundering money from channel to channel by doing this and that, and then the report, and I'll get in trouble with YouTube and shit like that. That's just stupid. I'm not fucking around. I'm just not, I'm not fucking around with that stuff, What do you mean just stop? Just stop. Just stop. Even though it's prevented on YouTube from doing it, just stop explaining why I wouldn't want to mess with it. Okay. Well, then don't ask the dumb question. Don't ask the stupid question. All right. Exactly. Is it not disingenuous? Think about it this way, right? Let's be honest. Is it not a measure of success to say, oh, I have this many viewers, I have this many paid supporters, correct? Is that like a measure of success? I think people, and by the way, I don't believe in that. I think that's stupid, but I think people do that. It's a measure of success to judge how well someone's doing by the amount of people who watch them on the internet and the amount of paid support that they receive, correct? Is it not disingenuous then to inflate that by yourself, right? For example, YouTube and Twitch, to my knowledge, maybe I'm wrong here, YouTube and Twitch do not allow what's called view buying, which means you would buy artificial views to boost your performance to make it look like you're actually more popular than you are, correct? They don't allow for that, right? That's not like in terms of service, no view buying allowed. So isn't it the same if you were to go and purchase your own support in an effort to show that you have more support than you actually really have, right? Or what would be preventing someone from going ahead and buying hundreds of paid subs or memberships? Say, look at me, I got 1,000 paid subscribers on my channel all day, man. But in reality, like 700 are fake. But then you could tout that you have 1,000, and that might actually make more people think that you're more popular than you are.
We finally have our first bingo of the day. It took us that long for people to say reality, but there we go. Even though it got so much green on the screen, that's actually our first bingo of the game. It took that long.
And then become a member, or a sub, or whatever it would be called then, right? Am I not correct? So, I don't know how that would be allowed. That doesn't seem to make sense to me, right? No, I know. Listen, I know you guys are trying to start drama with LTG. We already talked about that. That was one of the questions I had. Remember, when I was watching that LTG stream, right? Here I am watching it, and supposedly, this guy's got over 2,000 viewers. Over 2,000 viewers on his channel. And that's regular. It's not like, oh, there was an influx of viewers who can't talk because it's sub-only mode or something like that. He had 2,000 viewers coming into his channel every day, supposedly, that he streams. Yet his chat is like 20 people, and then when he goes to play, they make fun of him, right? And I was like, that was the question I had for you guys. I was like, how exactly does this work? Because I was fascinated after watching him play. I was like, I don't get this. Does he really regularly get 2,000 viewers? Where are they in his chat? Why don't they talk? Why is it that these people are sitting there memeing and making fun of him when he plays, right? I mean, these supposed to be 2,000 supporters, and that's what I said. I said,
well, let's look at your fucking chat then, Phil. Apparently there's fucking 400 people almost on your channel right now watching you. Look how fast that Phil's chat is going. I mean, exactly, it's fucking dead, isn't it? Look at this shit, it's practically fucking dead. Well, almost 400 fucking people, and look how fucking slow it's going. Jesus Christ, Phil, you don't want to fucking talk.
What's the difference between having that or only a few hundred, but at least if you have the few hundred and the people support you because they're positive people? Is that not the better option? I would much rather have a few hundred people on a stream, all of which who are enjoying the content, interacting with me in a positive way, engaging and supporting, rather than having 2,000 viewers, out of which the majority of them are people here just to crap on you. Why would you want that? I would much rather have a positive small audience than a large negative audience. That's why I don't cater to my haters, right? I got a million of them, but I'm not going to do that. That's not who I am, right? So it doesn't seem to make much sense. That was one of the legit questions I had for you guys. And basically now all I've heard is conspiracy theories. Everyone, the thing is, you guys say this shit, but there's no way to confirm that. Oh, he has fake viewers, he buys view bots, he self-subscribes and does all that to make himself look more popular. What evidence do you have of that besides circumstantial? That's bullshit. I will call that out. Listen, I don't like LTG, but that shit's bullshit. Unless you have concrete evidence of what you're saying, you're just making shit up, which is what people do to me all day, every day. You understand? That's not right. Unless you have evidence that something's actually going down, you can guess as much as you want, but to say, oh, he just does it. No, that's fucked up. Unless you have the evidence he's doing it, you can't just say that he's doing it as a fact because it's not true. And people have to stop that bullshit. Too many people on the internet get away with that and say, oh, he definitely does that. You know what? I haven't seen the evidence. If you provide the evidence, that's one thing. I haven't seen it. No one showed me shit. I'm not going to believe it until I hear it or see it. Maybe the guy just has, I mean, I'll be honest. Do I really think 2,000 legitimate positive people watch LTG every day? No. But perhaps he has a couple benefactors who are very nice and regularly support him in a big way. They like what he stands for. They like him as a creator, as a person. And maybe they're keeping him afloat. And that
remind you of anyone?
That's legit. That's not to be hated on or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't see why people crap on that. Now, you want to crap on his gameplay, you want to crap on him blocking people constantly, that's a whole different thing entirely. But to crap on the guy's viewership and support if it's legit, that's bullshit. I think a lot of people, they see that and they're like, there's no way that someone like him who has a bad reputation could be that successful, right?
That's actually a good point from Barrett Wells in the chat there. Think about how, Phil's Mr. Wizard and Cannon Bros talk and apply this logic to that. Exactly. Not even just that, there's plenty of things you can fucking apply it to. How about the fucking shit where he's fucking trying to say that every single fucking You know, like Lavinia and Arkham and someone else, they're all the same person apparently. Even though they're clearly different fucking people. Phil's lumped them all together as being one person because they've all caused drama individually across different fucking days, and apparently they're all the same fucking person. With no evidence to fucking show that, or just to point out Phil says, oh, they're all the same fucking person.
I got a catch in my finger here. I'm trying to fix it. Anyway, I think that's what it is. But anyway, so for me, the way I see it, view buying, it's not allowed. Therefore, self-support to try to boost your channel also is probably not allowed. That's probably why YouTube doesn't allow it. So no, I'm not going to go between my channels and try to cross gift tips and memberships and things and get in trouble. It's stupid. It's not very smart at all. Let's see here. Shout out to 5A1 Bull who became a member this morning. Thank you very much. Meme re-upped his membership says they don't chat because they're afraid of him. They're afraid of him. LTG's chat is afraid of him? I don't know if I believe that. What? So they go to his channel, it's like a horror thing. They think he's like a slasher killer, and at any moment he could strike out, and it's like a jump scare. They get scared. They like that. They find entertainment in that. What are you talking about? Does he put on like a fucking like a hockey mask and he pull out a machete? Ah! Scares his whole audience. What are you talking about? You guys are crazy, man. Anyway, let's see here. Let's see here. Wumba has tipped me $2. Thank you, Wumba. Says, do you have Amazon Prime? I would love to see a review the first season of Invincible. The second season is coming in November. It's like Mortal Kombat but with superheroes. I do have Amazon Prime. I do have Amazon Video. I don't know if my reviewing this first season of Invincible would matter. I tried reviewing older seasons of stuff. Nobody cared. However, I do think reviewing the current season might make sense. So maybe what I would do is in my free time, try to watch it over time. How long is it? Not very long, just like a few episodes or whatever, maybe like 10, 12 episodes. That's doable. And then when the second season comes out, watch it and review it. Okay, maybe that would make more sense. As opposed to me, I don't think reviewing the first season is going to give you shits. Oh, it's very short. Yeah, people are saying it's only about 8 episodes long and each episode's 20 minutes long. Oh, that's not a big deal at all then. Invincible is propaganda. Do not watch it. Really? It's propaganda. It's only 6 episodes, I'm being told. It's a 6-episode propaganda fest. I'm sorry, I can't put up with that, man. No, now it's 8. People can't decide. It's 6. No, it's 8. I swear my chat is always like the place where nothing is certain. Oh, you're going to beat that game in 7 hours. No, it's another 27 hours. Huh? No, it's 6 episodes. No, it's 8 episodes. Huh? Oh, the episodes are 22 minutes long. No, one's 45 minutes long. What? No one knows anything. It is 8. I'm being told it is 8 episodes. Okay, it's 8 episodes. Good. Good. Oh, how delightful. After one of my parts of DSP versus the Internet from Sunday, after having been demonetized all week and already gotten any views it was ever going to possibly get, YouTube finally reviewed it and says, oh, it's okay for ads to put ads on it. Thanks, YouTube. Fucking assholes. They're so fucking slow, man. Can I talk like Boomhauer from King of the Hill? Well, tell you what, there you go. Is that Boomhauer?
Nope. Shut up, bitch!
That was excellent. That was actually pretty good. I like King of the Hill. It's a great show. I used to watch King of the Hill all the time. A little bit of Johnny Bravo mix. I haven't heard Boomhauer in a long time. I'd have to watch the show again. I could probably nail it. There you go. No, I didn't actually watch a lot of Fresh Prince. So I've seen it over the years, but I never really watched actively Fresh Prince, so I actually don't know the theme song. Like, this is a story, blah, 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 blah. Like, I can't remember. I don't remember any of the lyrics.
This is a story all about how my life got turned upside down. I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there, and I'll tell you how I became a Prince of Bel-Air. Jesus fucking Christ, Phil, you fucking claim you grew up in the fucking 80s and 90s. How fucking dare you not fucking know the lyrics?
Aren't they bringing back King of the Hill? They are, right? They're bringing back King of the Hill, but sadly we just lost the voice actor who did Dale, and I guess he was actually one of the big like executive producers and writers of the series, so man, I wonder how it's gonna go. That sucks. That sucks, but I mean the show's been running as long as The Simpsons. You realize that? Like The Simpsons were early 90s, and I remember King of the Hill came out just like a couple years after Mike Judge. It was actually that was the mainstream Mike Judge show, while Beavis and Butthead was like the MTV adult Mike Judge show. And what's funny is, I would think King of the Hill over the years has done better than Beavis and Butthead, even though Beavis and Butthead was known in a bigger way, and they had like a movie and everything. I mean, King of the Hill's been on for how long and keeps getting revived. So you would think that's like the go-to series that's probably been the most successful for Mike Judge. It's coming back next year, and he was able to voice only a couple of episodes, so wow. I mean, that's gonna suck, because he's one of the major, Dale is one of the major components of the dynamic of the show, so you know how that show's gonna work without him, right? Dang it! Now wait a minute. Is the show revival going to be a revival of the original show, much like The Simpsons, where no one ever aged or changed? Or are they actually going to advance time, and Hank and Peggy are going to be old and the kids are grown up? That would be interesting. To see adult Bobby, that would actually be more interesting, I feel, than the original show. To see, like, present-day King of the Hill, I would like that more. It is. There's a time skip. Wow, now I actually want to see it. All right, now I totally want to see it, because now I want to see what's happening with these characters all these years later, right? Nice. Yeah, I know a lot of the people, for example, you're right. Brittany Murphy voiced Luann, Tom Petty was a voice, and they've all passed away, so the show would have to recast or be totally different. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be fun. I'm actually, I always liked that show. I always enjoyed it. All right. Any other topics? Any other topics? See, I said today, we don't have much to talk about today. Today will be a more laid-back podcast. There's not much going on. And here we are. It's almost 12:30. We never have a problem. Seriously, we never have a problem on this podcast talking and chilling. It's a good vibe here always. That's what I like.
There's plenty more to come, apparently.
Jake says hi, Jasper. Jasper is on the floor in a breaded position, a breaded kitty position, and he's relaxing. There you go. TK to the super chat says, Side Scrollers Trav was me. I guess I should charge back since I'm not real. Hey, Phil, how is your day going? Well, first of all, you can't charge back a super chat. That's not even possible.
Yeah, it's possible. Phil was very blissfully unaware that he can. I can't believe it. So Phil doesn't know he can charge back super chats. And I do hope that doesn't come back to bite him in the arse now, but he can absolutely tell a credit card company, hey, I gave YouTube this money, but it wasn't me, it was like my kid or something. There's definitely evidence out there of people being able to charge back super chats. Phil, you're an absolute moron. Please let Phil get fucking caught at this kind of shit. Does that mean you can charge back memberships as well? Like member bombs? Can you charge back those as well, I wonder? Financially anyway. Some people say you can. Okay, cool then. I mean, you gotta know that. There you go, but yeah. Phil, I love his fucking face of Phil. Phil, when he thinks he knows he's smarter than other people, but he's actually not. This is a fucking face of a confident person who doesn't actually know what I'm fucking talking about.
It's all transactions are final. So you shouldn't say silly stuff like that. Number two, how on earth would I have known who was who or if it was you? I checked that Side Scrollers Trap super chat and it said it was a channel with no views and 1 sub. So I figured it was fake. If it was real, I actually wouldn't have banned it. I thought that it was fake. And now I don't know if I can unban it because now it's too far up. Only I can click. Can I click on it? Was it real? I can't click on it now. Why do you have 2 accounts? Why do you have an account called TK?
You have so many fucking sock accounts on there, Phil. You don't fucking question why fucking OIC has multiple sock accounts.
Well, thank you for the super chat. But no, I would say don't charge back because you can't. It's not possible. You try though. Go for it. See what happens. Actually, I'd be fascinated to hear what happens if you try. I don't know what Fantasy Strike is. Never heard of it. It's a good question, Daxma. It's a good question that everyone's been fascinated by for ages. Why pay someone to troll? It's a very fascinating question. People do it all the time here. Don't ask me why. I don't know. It doesn't seem to have much benefit. Do you remember Dilbert? Yes. Dan the Man, thank you for a $10 tip. I appreciate that. Oops. There we go. Thank you, Dan. I know he keeps going. He doesn't understand what I'm saying. I don't think that TK is understanding what I'm saying because he just did another super chat and he says, work account, I can charge back on my credit card, but yeah, if I don't get what I pay for. You're misunderstanding what I'm saying. Allow me to rephrase because I guess I phrased it badly. Okay? You can do that, and that's fine. You can do that as much as you want, but number one, it's not legal, and number two, I keep the money anyway. YouTube...
No, you don't, Phil. Let's just fucking say, Phil, pretend for a second, I know it's not a fucking likely scenario, but imagine that Phil got a $100 super chat, okay? And then let's pretend that he barely gets super chats, okay? And his total number of super chats that month equals like $150, okay? Including that $100 one. But if that person charges back that super chat and YouTube fucking approve of that and say, okay, this is a fucking false, YouTube will take that 100 from you. Which means that Phil's fucking income that month would actually fucking be in a negative. I have seen evidence of this where people fucking show their account being in a negative because of chargebacks for their revenue from YouTube that month. So Phil is blissfully unaware and ignorant as usual about this being a factor. Now, is this going to hurt Phil? Of course, not really. Phil gets quite decent amounts of support, super chat wise, and it's like fucking $5-10 this guy's friends fucking charge back. It's no fucking much.
Transactions are final. Super chat, it says right in the YouTube super chat contract when you super chat, it essentially says you are agreeing to their terms, and their terms say when you agree to super chat, there are no refunds at all. So you can argue that with your credit card company, you very well may win, but I keep the super chat revenue anyway. There's no such thing as a charged back super chat. It doesn't exist. You see? So even if YouTube loses out or your credit card company loses out, whoever ends up losing out, if there's a chargeback, it ain't me. So I'm just being honest with you up front. You know, that's just one of the things about super chatting that's actually quite good is that there's no take backsies for super chats.
There is. There absolutely is. If possible. If people want to fucking do it, they can. So Phil, You're ignorant as always.
But yeah, I says he's admitting to a crime. I mean, yeah. Because again, in the terms and conditions, when you super chat on YouTube, it outright says up front, no refunds. So if you then try to get a refund, you're violating the terms of what you are.
Can you guys confirm that? I mean, I can't really confirm it myself, but can you guys confirm that? It sounds like me fucking trying to ask something fucking super chat just to fucking read the terms of services. Does it actually say, when you guys super chat, does it tell you, no takebacksies, you're giving money to somebody and they're going to get to keep it even if you try and get it back from them? Because I'm pretty sure it doesn't actually say that. I'm pretty certain that the fucking terms and conditions will not include such a thing saying, once you fucking give this money, there's no refunds, there's no takebacksies.
Agree to when you super chat. Yeah, but I mean, hey, that's neither here nor there. That has nothing to do with me, at all. You want to defraud YouTube or whatever and go for it, you know. I mean, and you're probably talking about it in super chats. I mean, that's on you. I don't care what you do with your time or your money. How is it a crime? Because you're trying to say that there was, for example, let's say for example, you did a big super chat to a YouTuber, right? $50. And then you try to go to your credit card company. What would you say? You'd have to lie, because there's no contract with YouTube saying you're guaranteed a service or anything in return of a super chat. It says right in the super chat terms and conditions, this is a one-way transaction, you'll get nothing back. So if you try to argue with your credit card company that I didn't get a service that I was guaranteed, there's no service. You were never guaranteed anything. There you go. See, now here you go. Now he's trying to insult me, but he's continuing to give me money.
Damien Anderson says, according to Google support, super chat, super stickers, super thanks and donations are voluntary, non-refundable payments, but Barrett Wills adds on to that, only in exceptional circumstances can you get the money back for it. So it looks like usually you can't get the money back unless of exceptional circumstances. And there you go. Lima Whiskey is saying they got a super thanks refunded before, so that works. There you go.
You're continuing to give me money. You understand that? Every super chat I keep. Should we continue this? How long do you think he'll keep doing super chats? This is great. How long do you think he'll keep doing it? Like, by the way, thank you to Ahmed8 for a super chat as well. That was your first one. Thank you to Ahmed.
I told you guys it was going to fucking actually keep the show going because of this fucking random TK person. If they are a detractor, they're not a fucking great detractor by giving Phil money in the fucking first place. Because there is no guarantee he's going to get that fucking money back.
I know. Why stop it? Because you were like, ban him. Why ban him? He's still doing it. You can't make this up. I mean, again, we were just saying, why would someone pay to troll? I don't know. Why would you financially help someone? It doesn't make any sense.
This is something that we can actually all agree with for Phil here. Troll tipping is dumb as all fucking hell. So yeah, we can actually agree with Phil here. It is dumb as hell to give Phil money to fucking troll him. Stop fucking doing it, please.
You know? I don't know. Is it? Scratch your head. Head scratcher. You're giving me that share of 1K I'm worried about. I'm not worried about 1K. I don't care about the money. I don't care about any money. I didn't ask to make money to be on that interview. I never did. I didn't ask to get paid for it. Did I? Did I ask for any money up front? Did I ask for any money after the fact? Nope. Once again, it's called straw man. You create an argument to deflect from the actual arguments that I made, because that's all you can do. Because you can't actually defend the fact that how heinous the actions were of what you did. So you make up an argument. So if it makes you feel better about yourself to contribute to my streams, go for it. I don't care. Go for it. I'm not going to say no, but that's not what I've ever complained about. And you have nothing to say about my complaints at all, which is why I don't entertain your nonsense. Anyway, we do have to end today's podcast and get started with gameplay. We do. I know you guys want to see GTA 5. I want to keep going with this game so we can, like I said, actually make progress in it and finish it by the time the Starfield comes out. So as much as I would like to sit here and enjoy all these super chats and strawman arguments that are nonsensical, we do have to get to gameplay today. All right. Oh, Sarah, I know. Trust me. You notice? I'm not doing anything that these guys want. It's obvious. It's the same reason why, after being said I couldn't be on their show as a guest like I was promised originally, I couldn't have the follow-up interview. All of a sudden, they start contacting me out of the blue. They want me back on the show. They want to debate. They want to play Street Fighter with me. They want to do this and that. It's called desperation. It's what happens when you have absolutely no content to put out there that will get any attention for yourself. So you try to jump back on the bandwagon of what got you the attention before. I know exactly what it is. I'm not stupid. That's why I'm not entertaining the bullshit. Okay? This guy wants to keep throwing me super chats like a dummy. He can do it. But outside of that, we're going to go right over and play GTA 5 today and ignore the nonsense. We got no time for their bullshit. Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for a very chill Level 1 podcast today. I hope that you enjoyed it. And we got one day left. You can believe it. Like I said, one of my longest streaming weeks I've ever done. And I appreciate you guys hanging out with me and chilling today. And hopefully tomorrow, you'll also be here for the finale of Street Fighter gameplay and all of that. One of the longest running weeks I've ever done. Thank you for that. And enjoy this chill. I say chill summer vibes as I'm sitting here in record heat in the Pacific Northwest. It is what it is. But I enjoy you. Keeping my company today was, like I said, I didn't have much to talk about. We still had a great show, right? All right. Thank you all. I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace out. All right. So that was for the on-demand audience. But now let's get set up for GTA 5, everybody. Hope you guys are ready for the continuation. Let's get this set up. And I do have to take a very brief rest just to use the restroom. That's why they call it the restroom, because you rest in there, right? Actually, is a good question. Why do they call it a restroom? Do you know anyone who rests in there? I mean, I relieve myself because I have to. I don't know about, like, resting in there. Did they actually used to have, like, resting areas in a restroom? Was there, like, a bench or, like, a bed? People lay down in a bed and relax in the restroom? I wonder. Maybe it is. Maybe it's one of those things that back in the day had a meaning and now it doesn't anymore. I don't know. A lot of things are like that. That language changes over time, correct? Oh, let's see here. I received a $2 tip, and this person did not put their name into it, but they say Street Fighter 6 character usage data for July. First was Ken, second was Marisa, interesting. Third was Ryu, fourth Cammy, and fifth Jury. I mean, the Marisa stat is more surprising than the Ryu, because Ryu is a staple character of Street Fighter, and when most people think Street Fighter, they think, who's the first character you play? Ryu, because he's the one that's been there for Street Fighter 2. Everyone knows you throw fireballs, you do an uppercut, you do a hurricane kick, right? It's basic stuff. Marisa is more shocking to me. I wonder why Marisa was the number 2 character. That I actually don't have an answer for, because to me, she's like mid-tier. I don't think she's overly good. I don't think she didn't win any major tournaments, right? I wonder. All right, real quick, guys. I'm not going to monetize you. I'm not going to run any ads. I'm just going to mute the mic, go use the restroom. I'll be right back, and then we're going to jump into GTA 5, all right? I'll be right back, everyone. See you in a minute.
He said shocking, by the way, so I got another bingo. Fucking hell for that. Let's just fucking fast forward until Phil gets back. He's been away like 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Oh, there he's back there. Okay, cool. Bullshit is not a scat talk.
Alrighty, everybody, I'm back. You guys ready for GTA? The anticipation is agonizing and wonderful at the same time. Well, there you go. That's what I aim for. I want that simultaneous feeling at once. It's like salty and sweet at the same time, right? It's exciting, very exciting. Okay. Okay, are we ready to start?
Get on, mate, for fuck's sake, Phil. Come on.
Ready? All right, everyone sitting back down, settling in, ready for GTA. Cool. Cool.
Get the fuck on, mate, already, Phil. Come on. I want a live redirect to that being said.
Let's do it.
Fucker, get on, mate. Slow punt.
What's up with the audio? What audio? What's wrong with the audio? You hear something wrong with the audio? Is there something wrong with the audio? Do I need to fix something?
I don't think there's any audio coming from the
what's going on?
Screen capture.
It's too quiet? What's too quiet?
Oh, okay.
I'm not doing anything.
You need after all. You need after all.
It's quiet because I'm not doing anything to make noise. Like, what are you talking about? Freaking out. I thought maybe there was like some noise or something that you guys were hearing. I was like, what are you talking about? It's like quiet here besides the air conditioner. Remember, I told you guys today there absolutely will be tons of fan and air conditioner noise. It's insanely hot here in Washington State, like way hotter than we're used to. So I need to have every fan on, every air conditioner is on max blast. Like, everything has to be on the top level.
Get on with it.
So I can't help that. There's nothing I can do about that.
Get the fuck on with it.
Okay.
Come on. Come on. Hurry up. Well, I guess there's nothing I can do until the game loads, but still.
Alright, oh yeah, that's right, we're about to do the Trevor mission. I tried doing it and I forgot the button on how to do it, and then we failed it, so I said I would do it again first thing today.
Oh, yeah,
Alright,
trash to play,
Alright, so guys, we're about to get started. Thank you for chilling. Time for some more fun GTA 5 gameplay, alright? And again, anything today, any kind of contribution, greatly appreciated, whether it be a like on the stream for engagement, whether a super chat or a super sticker, a membership or gifted membership to the community. My goal is to hit 500 members by the end of today. Again, yes, I know we keep doing it and then losing them again, but it'd be great to have the 500 again, maybe by the end of the stream. That'd be superb, and I'm sure some people will be very happy in the community for that. And anything else, tips, you guys know we have our tips, rewards in place, and all of that, all right? So thank you in advance to anyone who supports my stream today. And now let's get started. Here we go. All right, guys, we're back.
And that's going to be the end of fucking bingo. Sadly, we're fucking 4 short and no free spaces. I know we're tight for time here. I'm going to end on autos, of course. Guys, thank you very much for your support. I appreciate it. I'm going to live redirect the stream to that being said. We're going live any minute now. I'm just going to fucking be very quick and to the point. I'll be back tomorrow for some more bingo antics. Sadly, I couldn't get a full house today, but it'll be great if we can get one tomorrow. Until then, I'll see you all on that being said, and I'll catch you all tomorrow as well for some more bingo antics. Peace out, everyone. Cheers again.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower? When you're showered in money, when you go outside and all of a sudden greenbacks start falling from the sky and you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah.
love money.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that in an instant.